stream that I'm gonna see that.
Welcome to the 42nd episode of Screaming into the Void. 42, the ultimate answer to the question of life, the universe, and everything. My name is Samiel the Infamous, and with me is Kat the Hijabi Gamer.
Yes, I'm here. Hungry, but here. And we all know the answer to life, the universe, and everything. It's 42.
Yes, and in fact it is. And we have Nomi without you.
Hello. I am caffeinated, got my iced coffee, and I realized that I drank my iced coffee past 2 o'clock, so I might be up all night.
Play video games all night. That's the best
that'll
thing.
You
be
know
fun.
what? For you, I'll download Corpus, or I'm sorry, Warframe, and then I'll play with you.
And we have with us CaucAsian Sasquatch.
Greetings and salutations.
And last but certainly not gayest, Ryan of Legion Games 2076.
Hello, I'm alive.
We are for those in the chat on this on my channel. So you guys are aware we are simultaneously streaming this to a few other channels as well, testing out some new StreamYard's features. So hopefully it goes well. That said, so happy April Fools, everybody.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't know if you guys knew this, but I actually posted my first video today.
Did you? I didn't get a notification.
Yeah, I didn't get notified for that at all.
April Fools.
Oh,
That's a big move, Nomi.
I couldn't help it. That was such a perfect setup.
It really was actually a perfect setup. It also makes you a jerk.
Because I just took advantage of an April Fool's Day. And
I can't believe I fell for that.
All three of you did.
Yeah, I did too.
Suka, not currently streaming on Rumble. That is something that I had still working on. It's a thing.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with that too.
But you also have to have a certain amount of followers.
Or pay $10 a month.
You can pay to upgrade to streaming capability, which I did, but the whole like getting a new stream key for every stream, and then you have to set up like a placeholder video, and it's a whole fucking mess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Rumble is a mess.
So yeah, it's like I like some things about Rumble, but their user interface.
Let me explain it this way. I started drinking when I started filing for Rumble, signing in, and I was hammered by the time I got to the point where I had to decide how my monetization was supposed to work. And since I don't make big decisions while I'm drinking, I realized I couldn't do that. So I just made an account and moved on.
Yeah, no, it's Rumble needs to fix their stuff. They really do.
Yeah. Carrie, I don't know if that's relevant anymore. It's creepy Uncle Mohan now.
Yeah, well, I prefer we go with Susan's replacement because it's more belittling and demeaning.
Yeah. I like to keep it in the family. You know what I mean? That joke fell flat.
I smirked at it.
Smirked. Yeah, well, I'll take a smirk. All right. An abstract look. Yes. Welcome. This is me screaming.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah.
By the way, I brought my own void in case anyone has extra screaming. Y'all can just dump it right in there.
It's a good place for it. Good place for it. So, there's all kinds of stuff going on in the world today. This week has been kind of batshit for news and things happening. Starting with Monday and then all the way up to today. It's just like everything's just kind of all over the fucking place, as are we. I think probably the first thing I want to talk about with you guys about, we discussed it a little bit backstage right before Ryan got in here, was the the bill, I think it's what the hell is the name of it? Yeah, the
Restrict Act.
S686, the Restrict Act. Congress.
Oh, yeah.
That the so-called TikTok banning act, which it doesn't
seem to have a whole lot to do with TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm confused here.
Yeah, of course it doesn't have anything to do with TikTok. Why would it?
No, it's just it. Specifically, there's a bit that says anybody, any application, anything that gets more than 1 million users on it, TikTok being one of those things, is subject to, according to this bill, restriction, moderation, and outright, censorship from the U.S. government. This includes individual YouTube channels, for example, or anything really that gets a significant number of users on there.
Regardless
That's a problem
of what system they use to do this, their intent is to outsource the censoring of you.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Silence those that don't agree with us, basically.
Right. Yeah, and it's just I don't know. I haven't looked as deeply into this as I probably should have before we started talking. But yeah, it's not great. It talks about Department of Commerce must identify, deter, disrupt, prevent, prohibit, investigate, and mitigate transactions involving ICT products and services, one in which any foreign adversary, such as China, has the interest, which means, and that as far as China goes, like when they say China, they're not talking about like just like the CCP. They're talking about like, Tencent, which of course is CCP, but Tencent is a conglomerate that has its fingers in a lot of pies worldwide. Movies, entertainment, entertainment. They do probably some shady black market deals with halal organs involving Uyghur Muslims. I don't know. That's alleged, but whatever.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't you respect their culture? It's their culture, according to Joe Biden.
Yeah, Joe Biden's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He's a marionette.
Yeah, I call him the meat puppet in chief.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't like chocolate chip ice cream?
I was just gonna say that.
God, that was so.
I actually went. Hold on, I went and collected every image I could find of Joe Biden being creepy with a kid, and I pulled it up, put it all together with a video, and realized that was instant strike material. And it's still sitting on my hard drive in the file upload when I'm dead.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, they'll get you.
But you didn't ask me what song I set it to.
Oh, I didn't even
now I'm curious. I gotta know.
Yeah, no.
There is a Dr. Hook tune called Only 16. And I got some friends over and we did a rendition of it called Only 13.
Oh God.
And they were all looking at me real creepy like the whole time. Go, what are you doing here, dude? I'll show it to you later. It'll make sense. And they all died laughing. It was like, you can't upload that. I said, I know.
That is
yeah.
Wow.
I'm doing some last minute editing since I'm the weirdo that overslept the nap. So that's why I'm like trying to. I'm like,
it's why he's off camera. He ain't got his makeup on yet.
Oh, man, I look like somebody beat me with a stick.
But you look like you were well rested, though.
I feel good. I'll tell you, my voice cracked.
yeah, it did. And you're all groggy. You're like, hi guys.
Not worse than Shadow.
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody looks like that when they wake up from a nap. I know when I wake up from a deep nap, I'm kind of like similar looking like you. Like, what year is it? What time is it?
No, I know. Yeah, no,
nope, not me. I come up like somebody hit me with an electric paddle. I'll sit up like Undertaker. I'm just like, and I'm awake like that. Man, I'm also surfing, and I don't know why.
I wonder why. I wonder how it feels like to have that much energy when you wake up.
Yeah,
It's
I
not a
don't.
matter of energy. It's a matter of awareness.
You know what? I will give you that. If I used to travel a lot for my previous job, so I would stay at hotels constantly, and if it's a place that I've stayed in a place I've never been to in my life, and in a hotel that I'm not familiar with, when I wake up in the middle of the night, I'll freak out, and then I'm like, oh wait, that's right, I'm at this place and I'm at this hotel. Okay, I'll go back to bed.
Oh man,
I have done freakouts before when I wake up.
Probably don't ever stay at a haunted hotel or something. It'd be double the worse.
Honestly, I want to do that. I like.
I know a couple haunted hotels you can stay at. I've stayed at I've stayed at both of them.
I was gonna say, you were in Colorado not too long ago. There's an incredibly famous one not far from the main thoroughfares up in Estes Park.
Oh, yep. That one. Yes, I have
Stanley
heard.
Hotel. I've been there. It's it's gorgeous.
I drove past it, but never went there.
It's quite a place.
Oh, it really is. It's so awesome. There's another one in Glenwood Springs off of I-70. It's called the Hotel Colorado. I've stayed there multiple times.
The Northern Hotel in Fort Collins is also reputed to be haunted.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, no, I have a weird fascination with ghosts because they scare me. They legitimately because
they're real though.
Yeah, I've seen stuff. So they really bother me. But that's why I almost want to. I stay at these weird places, but then I don't really sleep very well.
Well, the way I figure it is, if the Sasquatch is not only real but on a stream with us, there must also follow that there are ghosts, right?
Makes sense.
They just want to be aware and make people know that they are real and they are like us and they want to stream like us. But no, right. I remember being in the Boston area, and I was in Concord where everything was almost basically where United States was created almost. And I was there for a wedding. My friends and I went on a tour in the little graveyards just to see everything. And I kid you not, coming back into the town, I saw a colonial man leaning against the church door, and he had his arms crossed and he was looking at us. And I looked to see if he was there, and no, he disappeared. But I know what I saw. Yes, it was real.
In Savannah, we have these carriage rides where they have actors paid to be in costume in places through the carriage ride. Yes, ma'am. You can go to Savannah, go by the SCAD campus, and apply to be one of these people. And that's their entire job, is to step out into a beam of light so that they're barely seen by passersby. They're actually paid to do this. Now, some people volunteer, and you'd be surprised how many people actually volunteer to dress up in colonial garb and stand under a tree. Yeah, that's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. I like that kind of stuff too. I think that's so cool. I love then again, I love history.
But I would love to get paid to scare people. That would be like a dream job.
This is one of those things I never really understood about why people are afraid of ghosts. I don't think ghosts are nearly as common as people think they are. I think that they do exist, but they're not common because, honestly, would you stick around? All that universe out there to see, and that said, the ones who do stick around, I mean, a lot of times you got to figure they probably don't know that they're dead, and if they don't know that, then they're probably not really aware of you. And they're immaterial anyway, so they can't hurt you. And if it can hurt you, it probably wasn't human to begin with.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
Or they were never actually human in the first place and is either imitating a human or simply thinks they were.
Sure. That's like you remember that show Ghost Hunters?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
They would go into these old rickety places and poke around and all that stuff. And I always equated that to wandering into a random cave, poking into the corners with a stick, because most of the time there's nothing there. But occasionally you're gonna poke a bear. Don't poke the bear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I won't poke the bear. I'll be like, hey, I know you can't have it, but I made cookies. Here you go as a peace offering. Don't haunt me forever. But there's
screeching claws across a chalkboard to them. You don't know it's a totally alien entity.
See, I mean, I do believe there's
Just
life.
saying. How did you know?
That's true.
You
I
know
know, but
that that meme that you know that there was a meme a couple years ago about this guy. He's like, you know, he buys a house. He says, "We ripped up the carpet to replace it, and this is what we found." And underneath, in bright red letters, was written, "Help me with handprints that were being dragged to the wall vent."
Yep, I've seen that.
Oh, dude, that is awesome and freaky at the same time.
I've seen people where they're like doing reconstruction in their backyard, and then like we're about to lay the foundation of the cement, so we're gonna put like a plastic skeleton in the foundation, and if they're gonna break it up again, they can find like a skeleton there.
Oh, that's not right.
Yeah, I've seen that one. It's like I wouldn't do that, but after forensics and police investigation, I'll probably laugh if it was a house that I bought.
Yeah, after it cost the city thousands of dollars.
Because that's my money.
I say go for it.
No, might as well get a joke out of it.
Yeah.
Troll to your heart's content. Troll till you control no more. You troll multiple generations if possible. If you can do it, make it so that the hand is barely visible through the slit.
Yeah.
So that people are like, I don't know. She says there's one in there, but I can't really tell. Can you tell? Not really.
Yeah. Or I've seen like those videos where guys are like, I think it was in Los Angeles or like Long Beach area, where these guys are dressed up as like cholos, like Mexican gang members, and they walk up to police officers like, hey, yeah, I got some grams in the back of my car if you want to check it out. And of course, like a squad will come in and they're like, okay, grams, we don't know what that means. So they do an investigation, and it's just like, kilos. And he's like, yeah, we got some kilos back there if you want to check it out. And they do an investigation. They open the duffel bags, and it's just like kilo weights, like, you know, weights, thinking like it was drugs because, you know,
Yeah.
they were drugs by kilos. And I was like, okay, like that's just wasting the police officer's time, but that's funny.
Yeah. I don't know. There's all kinds of weird shit in the world.
But it's good to laugh. This has been something, because this past week has been wild. I will agree to that.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember who I was watching, but someone, and it's true what I'm about to say, is like comedy is dead. Nobody knows how to take a joke anymore. Or just like, if someone does the joke and realizes like, hey, it was doing it just to make you laugh. But people take offense to it now. So humor is dead in today's society.
Everything is dead. Freedom is dead. Logic is dead. Science is dead.
You make a good point, Nomi. And you know what? It being April Fool's Day and it being a week chock full of horrific fucking events. Let's just have some fun today.
Yeah.
You know, let's turn it around. Instead of everybody else is going off on all the bad stuff that's going on in the world today. Here's your April Fool's joke. We're gonna have fun.
Okay. Yeah. I made all three of you guys laugh from the beginning of the stream.
Yeah, because you got us on that one.
Yeah.
You said you put out your first YouTube video.
Yeah. And you all believed me.
I know. That's what's sad.
That's not true, Ozzy. The best jokes come when nobody's looking. Now, like I was telling you guys backstage, my taste in these kinds of jokes tends to run towards the sophomoric. And I was talking with Laurence Knight and Amira last night. They didn't appreciate my sense of humor on this, but I think one of my favorite things to do is to take like a lubricated condom, and then you put it over the inside door handle in the bathroom, so that the next person who goes into the bathroom can't get out because their hand just keeps slipping on the doorknob.
Oh.
I do not want to experience that.
Ew.
It's just lubricant.
Still,
no.
Oh, yeah. Did I tell you my plan?
I didn't say it was a used condom.
Oh dear God.
What was that, Squatch?
Did I tell you my plan on how I'm going to get my van? All right, I have this great truck that doesn't run. It's fantastic. It's terrible. It's never run. I put 20,000 miles on it in 10 years because it's always broke down in the backyard with a dead battery. So I give up. I'm going to go into a dealership with a bottle of KY jelly, plop it down on the counter and say, all right, bud, I'm here to buy a van and one of us is getting screwed. and see where it goes from there. Because he might just pull out early on that one. Go for the intimidation factor, I guess.
Oh God, my brain is fucked. My brain is acting several minutes behind schedule.
I mean, I can relate, but also I'm trying to do something in the meantime while I'm talking with you guys here. Yeah, Ryan, how are you doing though? How's your
Did you get your face on
yet? Waking up? Yeah. Are you waking up? Did you get your coffee?
Let me see that beautiful beard footage. Baby, I'm just so excited to see you. I've been so lonely. We got 3 kids and you never write, you never call. I don't understand. What did I do?
Is it me or, what is it?
Yeah, is it her? Is she the reason why you don't call me?
Why isn't this working? But I can't. I will turn it around. But there he's Brian.
There he is.
Hey, I got caffeine.
Dry eye. Look at that. But I don't know if you guys are aware of this. I was talking to Max von Priestley a few weeks ago about this of him trying to find a girlfriend. It's like, you need to go to farmers markets, Target. That's where all the girls are at. And then me jokingly, I told him, like, I'm going to go to Home Depot and see if I can find a guy there. And I kid you not, I went to Home Depot on Wednesday. and a guy asked for my number. I was like, oh, okay, I didn't expect this. But
he probably figured you were lost because you're in Home Depot.
No,
come on, that's funny.
That is funny.
I know how to navigate Home Depot, and I actually went to there to get things that I needed for something that I'm working on. So
what are you working on?
I am doing furniture flipping right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that's why I went, because I need several tools. I need several items to help me strip the paint off this old furniture. And yeah, you may or may not be seeing in a YouTube video that I posted.
Bazinga?
No, never mind. But it is. If that's what's that show? Big Bang Theory? I never watched it.
Oh, I love that show. I know that there are a lot of people are like, they're making fun of all of us nerds. I'm like, dude, they're making fun of everybody. Make fun of like the popular kids in high school, fucking idiot jocks. Like, it's just a show about fun, and it cracks me the fuck up, man.
I don't like the humor in it.
Oh, I love it. It gets me rolling.
Yeah, and yet you don't like the humor in that, and yet you hang out with us with our potty mouths.
Yeah, we got a wide variety of humor.
Hey, I could be hanging out with my friends who've been day drinking all day, but I wanted to hang out with you guys.
Yeah, we're legitimately degenerate sober.
Yeah, we don't have to become brave. It comes naturally.
I mean, we can have Kat start day drinking right now if you want.
I'm fasting.
Yeah, wait.
I'm fasting. About 45 minutes.
Oh, right. We're almost there.
Hey, you want to know how degenerate I am? Okay, last week my family went out for dinner. And I was like, no, I have a live stream, so I ate at home. This week, they're like, yeah, we're having our Saturday thing. We're going out every once a month. They go out with, I never go to that anyway. And they're like, you want to come? I'm like, no, I'm staying with my live stream.
Nice.
Well, thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah. By the way, to my regular viewers, I am being as well behaved as I can, so I'm probably not going to be showing any of the really, really dirty memes because they will also show up on other people's channels. So, just as a matter of courtesy.
Obviously,
not monetized.
My channel is a free for all, so go nuts there. As for everybody else's,
I think I got it to work. Yeah,
I know mine's working because
Yep, I got you up on there, Kat. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are cool with it.
Yeah, I'm kind of hanging out in here every my own chat.
Look, see now people on my
now
YouTube
I'm aroused.
Get to finally see that because I don't have a clip of that.
I thought I sent you that, didn't I?
No, you didn't send me that one. But also at the same time, I think it'd be like really weird to like use it since it's kind of a thing on your channel. Does that make sense?
It'd also be really weird for you to use it.
No, Carrie, you cannot highlight anything on his channel. Just because it's on my channel doesn't mean I can highlight a comment on his channel.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, I'm not used to seeing this many people on the StreamYard side in the chat, so I am trying to keep
That's
up,
what I was trying to tell you.
it is welcome to everybody. Thank you all for being here.
You're all a little freaked out over there. What?
Wait, so are the comments from all
Everything
of this is being shown here at the same time? Okay.
It's all going to his StreamYard. He gets control over what comments pop up on the screen, all of that.
Oh, so Kat's an admin here, so she has control over that too.
Hey, you could do it.
So if you see like the little infinity sign, yeah, that like
that is a link. That means it's coming from
I like infinity sign. it's easier to say.
Yeah.
Link. Then link. Infinity sign. Link.
Because it looks like an infinity sign.
Okay.
Wait, is that
all right?
Wait, so who's this?
I don't know whose channel that's on. I'm assuming that is
probably
Cats, because you know,
gosh.
I mean, we're not monetized, so
we're not on my main channel, which is monetized. We're on my Legion Talk channel, so because it's degenerate on that one, and my Legion Games channel is a lot more wholesome. It's more for like gaming and just having fun. So no, we wouldn't be talking about a lot of this stuff on that channel. So it's
Cat says, yeah, okay. He says he's super chat on Cat's channel. Yeah. Well, Cat says thank you.
Yeah, Cat's got potty mouth, man. So it's like it's not too par for the course for her.
Hey, let's just keep in mind I am semi-conscious right now. Everything you guys are saying is like filtered through a fog. I can't explain it.
She hasn't. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry too. I've been eating since this morning.
Since what time this morning?
I don't know, like 10 a.m.
Oh, 5 a.m.
Right now, it's looking about
5 a.m. 5 a.m.
So
they're like, I actually have a question for you, Kat. Yes. Like, is your name Kat?
No,
it is now.
All right, so my name is actually very difficult to pronounce for non-Arabs. The first letter has no English equivalent. The first time I was on a live stream, it was with Geeks and Gamers, and I was like, yeah, there's no way in hell I'm going to have Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers try to say my first name. So I went with, because I love cats, and I'm known for my love of cats, I went with Kat. My name is actually Aisha. That's the problem. The first letter, well, it's a good attempt. The first letter has no English equivalent. It's the letter Ayin. So
she says, you are racist.
No, I did not say that. I said I acknowledge the fact that a lot of Americans can't say it. So most people who use my first name, which very few, most people use my last name, which is easier to pronounce, which I'm not putting on this, is Aisha. Everyone calls me, whoever uses my first name calls me Aisha. But so it was like, yeah, I'm not going to torment Jeremy and Ryan first time I meet them and have them call me so it was Kat. So it's yeah.
I would have made him work for it.
It would have been pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
It was the first time I'd ever been on a live stream with anybody before. So I was like,
you know what's funny about that is that Ryan Kennel probably would have put the most effort into trying to pronounce it correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll say this about Ryan. Ryan is one of my favorite. I have a soft side for Ryan. It's complicated. I can't go into the details on live stream. Nothing inappropriate. Let me be clear. It's nothing.
Whoa.
Nothing. I know where people's.
I'll be honest. I can stand to hear more.
But I sent him, and it's funny. I contacted him, and I gave him information a while back.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. And this was before I was on the live stream, and he actually answered. I'd emailed a couple of other people, and no one else answered. So he did, and he actually used it in his videos. And then after I was on the live stream, I emailed him from my email account. I'm like, by the way, that was me. He's like, what a coincidence. So Ryan answered and paid attention when no one else did. So I like Ryan. I got a soft side for Ryan.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he comes off like this like hard ass, and he's got this reputation among certain circles as a racist and a misogynist and a bigot, which he is none of those things, by the way.
I
But
know.
he
Good.
you know,
He's a
but
cool
he
dude.
does. He comes off like a hard ass, but he is probably honestly of that whole sphere in the internet, the most likely to work hard to pronounce things correctly.
Hmm.
Andy's like over the top friendly. If you've ever went to
Mhm.
one of, so I went to MegaCon last year. And you know, he was he's very gracious for, you know, all the support they get. He makes sure he's available and talks to everybody, and he's probably the most, him and Jeremy are probably the ones that do that the best. Jeremy usually gets mobbed. He tries to talk to everybody, but he gets mobbed. You know, Ryan gets a lot of attention too, but he tries to make sure he moves around first, which is cool to see. And then of course, you know, last time obviously Jay was doing stuff with Gina. So yeah, no, they're good people. And I think it's funny the hate they get because of certain opinions. And it's just like these idiots on the internet, they see one thing, they see through the lens of you know, a 10-minute video. And obviously, you know, probably some of us here get some of the same hate. I know I have, especially from people I know, which is that's always fun when, you know, people but it's like you're seeing through a 10-minute lens. Like, you're not taking into context who the person is. You're just making an assumption off of, you know, a thumbnail or something.
Yeah.
Or watching 2 minutes of a video, and it's like, well, he didn't like the Little Mermaid, so he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of them get a lot of hate because there are the actual haters will take that little clip, take it out of context. Like, yeah, they are racist, bigoted, sexist, homophobes. Like, you just took something that he said
Yeah.
out of context and you're going with that narrative he created. And yeah, I've met a few of them and they're legit people. I like hanging out with them.
No, and I mean the fact that they called Jeremy from Geese and Gamers all that stuff is like, dude, he was very nice to me. I mean, come on, look at me. He was like, when I live streamed with him, he didn't say anything like, yeah, can you not use your camera or anything like that. No, he was perfectly fine with putting a Muslim woman in hijab on his live stream. Now, don't tell me that means no, he's always been a gentleman. I have a lot of respect for him. I hope one day I get the honor of meeting him in person.
I'm gonna say he was also perfectly fine with putting a Muslim woman in hijab in a position where she had to shut Jay's idiocy down.
Hey,
now, Drunk 3PO is not stupid. He's not a stupid guy, but he does sometimes ask dumb questions.
Kat,
No, that was fun.
Can you send me the link to that video? Because I don't think I mean, I could find it, but if you have that access, I would love to watch that video.
You were on like 3 or 4 in a row, weren't you?
Yeah,
Three or 4 weeks in a row on
a couple of years back.
Tuesday night's main event on the D&D.
I know. I was also on their Saturday one. That's the first time I was on their Saturday one. They used to have one on Saturday, so that was the first one. And then I later was on Tuesday night's main event. I think one of the also reasons is difficult for me with my work hours to stay up late on Tuesdays. I was also on their Mario Kart, but I suck at Mario Kart. I really suck at Mario Kart. I never play it.
This from the person that plays video games all the time.
Right. Yeah, but I never play racing games. I play
let's get practice, Kat. You and me. I have Mario Kart.
I do too. I've been wanting to play with somebody online.
I'm
let's
down.
Do it. Let's all do it, guys.
All right, but I'm warning you, I suck at Mario Kart.
I guarantee I suck worse.
At one point in time in history, when I had a decent 64 controller, I was a god.
Oh, that's how I grew up playing Mario Kart, was on the 64. I didn't have a Super Nintendo as a kid.
I have the original N64 and the Mario Kart game.
No, that thing is probably worth a fortune.
Yeah. My mom I remember my mom had it at one of our yard sales years back, and she was going to sell it for $30 with everything with the games. Like, Mom, you realize like the treasure this is? She's like, I haven't played it in a long time. It's like, I am saving it when I am older and I appreciate it, and when I have a family of my own so I can play with them. So right now, still waiting on that family, but right now I'm playing it on my own.
I mean, I've started playing Mario Kart with my kids. You know,
see, that's what I want to do.
No. So. All right, legit. All right, so guy I work with comes to me. He's like, you know, not the Breath of the Wild, the Tears of the Kingdom. Nintendo Switch OLED limited edition is up for pre-order. He's like, if you do it now, you'll be able to get it. So I was like, okay, sweet. So I got it from one store. Anyway, next day, someone is posting on YouTube. He's like, yeah, the Tears of the Kingdom Switch OLED is on pre-order on Amazon. I'm like, damn. So I ended up pre-ordering it twice. So I'm like, you know what? This is a Legend of Zelda Switch. Those consoles always go up. I'm seriously considering keeping both pre-orders and just putting them away for, it's a nice console too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but sweet, that thing is nice. Is anyone else looking forward to Tears of the Kingdom?
I'll be honest with you, I've been burnt out on Zelda since A Link to the Past.
I was just fixing to say, since that freaking giant butterfly in the underground cave that just whipped my ass unlimitedly over and over and over and over and over. And then I went back and played it again as Ash and Evil Dead. It was much more fun, and I still died.
Yeah, it's Zelda's not my thing. It hasn't been for many years.
Well,
I couldn't get into the ones for the Wii. I stopped caring after the 64.
Yeah, Chow would probably. Mr. Chow is not here. Who's not here with us today? Who's usually on the stream. For those of you who don't in the chat who don't know, he's a pretty big Zelda guy. So he'd probably be better for this part of the conversation because I don't really know that much about it beyond
Well, I mean, there was the big reveal this week from Nintendo, since we're trying to go positive, about Tears of the Kingdom. And like Breath of the Wild, I haven't finished it yet. I just started it all over again, plan on playing through it. It's not my favorite game. Ramadan Mubarak, thank you, Ramadan Mubarak. It's got issues. I think the map is too empty.
Is that what that says?
Yeah, Ramadan Mubarak. So it's not like there are a lot of games I like a lot more than Breath of the Wild, but it's okay. So I'm looking forward to the new game. Getting the console though, that is pretty sweet. It's a really nice console.
No, fair enough. Let's say an abstract look made a point about your butterfly there, Squatch.
Oh, I was gonna. I
missed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, Elden Ring is notoriously hard.
It's not.
I see.
You see enough people playing it, it's notoriously hard.
I played it. I've beaten it 3 times. It's not as difficult as it has a reputation for. Other games made by From are harder than Elden Ring is. Just putting that out there.
Well, I was gonna play it today. I couldn't decide what to play. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna start another game all over again. I have to finish Evil West, Hogwarts Legacy, Alice Madness Returns, that other game. So I'm like, no, I have to finish some other stuff first.
No, I spend all my time terraforming an abstract looks Minecraft world.
I've never been able to get into Minecraft. I gotta be honest.
I have
something else I play with my kids.
Like ASMR, I just break all the blocks. It's great.
But then again, I also thought that about Fortnite until they stopped doing build, and then I was like, okay, this is actually kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, like I started playing Minecraft again with my kids. It was just something we did, and we just go in and build weird stuff.
Right.
I got a pyramid somewhere in some world somewhere, and it's made of gold bricks. And it's got this light shining up right from the top, and you can see it for forever. There's a beacon, and then if you look at the pyramid from the top down, it's a big square smiley face. Because I sprinkled some coal blocks in there.
Well, I've been building a pyramid out of the mountain that Tom started his little base in. So I went to where he was and then carved the universe around him. I'm a terraformer. I don't do like really complicated things, but I will absolutely completely reshape the world.
Nice. Fair enough. I'm not that invested. I just like building weird stuff. I'll just start laying down blocks and then see what happens. It's like playing with Legos, but digitally.
Exactly.
I had a little cousin. I have a little cousin, like back in the day. Well, he's still around. He's like much older now. But whenever I would go visit my family out in Mississippi, he was like, we need a Minecraft and everything. He's like, all right, yeah, because they're my little cousin. And I just could not get into it. And him being the age that he is now, like, he's still heavily involved in it. Like, okay, I just don't see the appeal of Minecraft. But I guess I just like was not interested in it at the time when he introduced it to me. So maybe I just need to invest in it a little bit more.
Nah, I'm not into Minecraft either. But then I can't get into Elden Ring. I played it, not Elden Ring, Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
I love the Elder Scrolls.
I was gonna say you got stuck in Whiterun, didn't you?
No, I got stuck in the first hour.
Yeah, it's in Whiterun. If you haven't made the Whiterun in the first hour, then you might be doing something wrong.
It's so boring.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's just dialogue.
Fucking incredible.
It's really not dialogue.
How you build your character.
Yeah.
If you didn't do a good job on your character creation, it is very boring because nothing works.
No, it's just you going around talking to people.
At first, that's how you get quests.
Yeah, I know.
And
God
then,
forbid you talk to NPCs.
Then you spend a huge amount of time trekking through the wilderness trying not to get murdered by everything.
That's so boring. I'd rather.
No, it's not.
Like, I remember at one point there's actually a fort that's not far from Whiterun, and I was in there clearing out some bandits because periodically after you've cleared out a place, new bad guys will move in. And I was like, yeah, I'll just go see what these guys got, and clear them out. And I'm in the process of about to start, taking on all the bad guys at once because I'm a badass and I know I am and I can do it. And all of a sudden, this dragon drops out of the sky and kills everybody except me. I was left standing there in the smoking ruins, and he flew off.
Yeah, I prefer something like Evil West.
You like stuff where you're constantly shooting things and there's like no story to it, and it's like it's just boring. That's boring. It's like, oh, here comes the next guy to kill, and it's like,
kill him, shoot him with fire.
Hey, Keela. Yeah, there is that in Skyrim. It's a balance. It's not all of one thing, all of the other.
Mm-hmm.
You can do literally anything in Skyrim. You could spend your whole game time just learning to be a fisherman if you wanted to and ignoring all of the, everything else. You can do that. I don't know why you would, but you can.
I really like Skyrim, but I still think my favorite is Oblivion. Elder Scrolls.
Oblivion was probably a better game all around, but I kind of get Kat's point because she's an adrenaline junkie.
Well, she fucking drinks Red Bull like it's going out of style.
Yeah.
Well, it given the state of our country, yes, it is.
Trust me, the Red Bull will outlast the fucking bananas. Okay, you'll be all right.
That is very true.
Crazy lady.
There was a time where it was harder to get it. I were a couple times where I couldn't get. I was like, it's a good thing I have a whole bunch. It was like terrifying.
I don't know. I like a good story. I guess because I never understood the appeal of like Call of Duty and stuff like that for most people who want to play it 24/7. I don't know. I was in the military and I'm like, oh, it's just, I don't know. I like RPG games. Those are my style. And so I like Mass Effect, which Kat doesn't like Mass Effect.
Too much talking.
Which is probably the most criminal thing she's ever said.
It's also clear that you didn't get that far into it because there is a lot of shooting in Mass Effect too.
There's a shitload of shooting in Mass Effect.
I didn't play it at all.
How do you know you don't like it, woman?
Because I saw my brother play it and there was so much talking.
Which one did you play in?
I don't know. I just know it was a Mass Effect game and there was a lot of talking.
This makes me wonder what she would think about Red Faction.
Right?
Wait, what is
there are places in Red Faction where you get a collection of objects and you have to figure out which one of these objects can break through the wall in the right spot, or you have to stack them together in such a way so that a grenade will blast through a window using the chair or something.
Red Faction had fully destructible environments too, if I remember right.
Yeah, it was kind of Minecrafty without the building part so much. All right. So there was this one point in the hallway where there's these heat-seeking missiles flying down the hallway constantly. earlier in the game, you get an opportunity to pick up something called I think it's called a depth charger or a mine charger or something like that. I can't remember. It's something that blows big holes in things, right? So instead of going down the hallway, I blasted a hole through the wall here, fought my way across the security floor, and blasted a hole through the next wall to advance the level. Because I wasn't stealth and didn't have the gear to get through the heat-seeking missiles.
Yeah, that was one of the big attractions of that series was that if you had an insurmountable enemy ahead of you and there was no other way out, you could just make a door. It's like, oh, there's a wall there. Well, now it's a door. Yeah, that was some good stuff. I liked Red Faction. Red Faction was a lot of fun, and it was first person shooter. It had some weird shit in the later series. I think there was a particular weapon you could get that was basically a tiny squeaking unicorn. And you like squeezed his nuts to fire him, and he shot rainbows out of his ass that would obliterate everything.
Oh god, that's awesome!
No, if you touched the horn to something, it destroyed that block. Like I said, it kind of had a Minecraft kind of vibe to it with that, but both better graphics and worse.
Yeah, it
was at an unfortunate time in video game history.
There was a lot of weird shit in Red Faction, but it was fun. No, I would not. I'm not playing Harry Potter. I don't like Harry Potter. Not having anything to do with that franchise.
Yeah, but there's no Harry Potter in Hogwarts Legacy.
I don't care. It's part of the franchise.
It's actually a really good game.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's a lovely game. I just have no interest in that world.
That's what's odd is that you like playing Hogwarts Legacy. It's not really your style.
No, I like the combat in Hogwarts Legacy. I keep trying to find combat.
Is there not a lot of talking though?
No, there's talking.
And it gets very, very tedious and very, very annoying. I won't deny it.
This is from the person who Kat, what game are you playing right now?
I'm not playing a video game. What are you talking about?
Lies, all lies.
Yeah, because all we hear is clicking, Kat. All we hear is like click, 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 click.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
For those of you in chat who are not aware of Kat, although you all should be, she's great. She lives life on the edge. All her video games have to be very in your face all the time, constant action, and to prove that she lives life on the edge. That's her setup.
That's the fucking fire trap.
That's no joke, by the way. That's a legit picture of her setup.
That gives me vibes. I just want to attack that with some zip ties and labels.
Man, that's like
you give me 2 hours with that, and I'll have a mess.
Somebody needs to take 2 hours with that.
Isn't that bad?
It's that bad.
It's a fire hazard.
Honey. Protect yourself.
You know, I would probably forgive a lot of that stuff if it were for the fact that you keep like open cans of fucking Red Bull next to it.
Oh, and not to mention that she has a cat, so there's cat hair too to catch fire.
Yeah.
And cats knock things over like open cans of Red Bull.
Yes.
That are always right above the plug-in, which I don't understand.
Kat, if I was a fire marshal and I had to go to your house to do an evaluation, I would immediately fail you so fast. Like, no, I am not passing this house whatsoever.
Yeah, well, look, the thing holds those many plugs, all right? It's not my fault. I'm just one plug. Hey, I don't have them stringed. You know how they have like, no, I don't have them stringed. I just have one thing plugged in each spot.
Huh.
Okay, so you're using like a surge protector, right? And you've got a bunch of stuff plugged into a single surge protector, which is then plugged into a single outlet.
Yes.
Do you have multiple surge protectors?
What do you mean?
I mean, are you using currently multiple surge protectors?
I swear to God, we've had this conversation before.
Well, I have more than one of these, but they're not all. But they're plugged into different.
I can prove it. Hold on. She has multiple power strips, but they are plugged in on different legs of her house. We covered this last time. I went through the whole thing. I asked her about every single plug.
Well, I don't know about different legs, but one of them is in the plug over here, and one of them is in the plug over there. So it's not like they're plugged into each other.
How do you know that they're not on the same circuit?
They probably
are.
They probably are on the same circuit.
No, I know. We actually had this conversation about how when certain things happen, other things don't dim, right? So when you turn that power station bit miner station up that you've got going on there, does the rest of your room dim?
No, it doesn't, because
it's got two legs in it. And if you're plugged in off the sides of the room, you're probably good.
No, well, the thing is, most of the stuff in this are stuff that's not being used at the same time. So, for example, you have three.
That helps.
Yeah. So, like, for example, I have an Xbox 360 plugged into this.
Still a fire hazard. True.
Then there's
the PlayStation 5 plugged into it, and then she's
No,
got a
the
computer
PlayStation-
plugged into it.
No, those are plugged into the other one. The PS5 is in the other one, but the monitors are in this one.
Well, you're running like 6 monitors too, right?
3.
The biggest power draw in the whole entire house is that one room.
Yeah, it probably is.
I imagine you
Three-quarters
could
of the
read a
electric
temperature
bill.
read off of that circuit. I bet you could. I bet you could go to your fuse panel, your breaker box, and run a laser thermostat down it and find your room. I bet you could.
Yeah, just like New York Outcast got a point here. Don't put a microwave in that room.
No, well,
Don't you already have like a small refrigerator in there too?
No, I don't. There's a refrigerator on the other circuit. There is a.
Yes.
Wait a second. Hold on.
It's not in my room. No, it's not in my room. It's in the other room, so it's not in my room.
Oh, okay.
In the other room, there's those heater TV stands. So if my brother turns that on, I can't turn on my heater. That's the only thing.
Oh my gosh, Kat, the more you describe about your house, like I am genuinely concerned of how you guys live.
Fucking New Jersey, man. Jesus.
What do you mean? So if you have more than one heater on,
No wonder fucking New Jersey and New York have fucking power outages
Hold
all the
on.
time during the winter.
There's a reason for that. Jersey and New York were built 200 years ago, and an awful lot of their infrastructure is left over from there. If it didn't break, they didn't fix it. So maybe her best bet is to go ahead and push the envelope and get it repaired when it breaks.
I'm just gonna see how far I can put it. Maybe this next surge that I'm gonna plug in here, maybe it will catch my house on fire.
I've got a prediction here. I think that because Kat, you're always on the bleeding edge of tech, right? So
yeah.
I'm thinking that if you continue this trend, at some point there will be an overload, but you have so much going on in there, so much power drawn, that it's not only going to, cause some problems probably for your electronics, but you might open up a terror in space time.
That would be awesome.
I was concerned about that as well. I just didn't want to bring it up. I've seen House. I know how this goes.
She fucking pops a breaker in her house. It shuts down the whole street.
The Eastern Seaboard.
The whole block shut down.
That would be cool. I'm afraid not. It just turns off the power in my room.
I love that you said like that would be cool,
so this
but
has
it won't
happened
happen.
before.
Yeah, my brother doesn't understand that he shouldn't keep the heater on all night because that's a waste of electricity.
But no.
He only comes every couple of weeks.
Breakers fail. And after they pop a few times, they're not quite as reliable as they were when you first purchased them.
Mm-hmm. No,
they fail spectacularly.
No, well, that's why I hope they don't, because my brother,
we all hope they don't. But I'm saying,
Cat's family is responsible for 3 Mile Island. Confirmed.
Yeah, how'd you know? Don't tell anybody.
This was before they got into aviation, right?
Yeah, before they got into aviation.
Of course. Well, what makes you think they're not still in aviation?
Oh man, that's funny.
It's the landings, Cat. That's why I think they're not.
Yeah, well, we got the landings the way we wanted them. You just didn't like it.
Oh no!
You're acting like those landings were meant to be that way.
Yeah, well, I guess my point is that those particular pilots are probably not still flying.
Why am I so attracted to her now? I don't understand. mean, it's like I came across a bad boy in an alley who's talking to me dirty. I don't get it. She lives dangerously, man. You like on the edge, honey.
Calm down.
Yeah, so we got our own edge lord in the chat here, but man, he's just an edge lord. Cat is the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Gotta put
Wait a second. Does that mean there's a Lord of the Edge?
Possibly. Shadow, write that story, Lord of the Edge.
That's the one you should do.
My desk is clean. You can see my desk.
Show us
The
your desk
38
right now.
section over here next to your stamp book doesn't count.
Oh, we're
Oh
doing
no!
this.
Here we go.
Okay,
Here we go. Here we go.
Well, she's like, my desk is clean. Bet.
Let's just see. All right, so you got the laptop right over here. Okay, with the to protect the keyboard for that. Then you got. See, it's every one of them is individual.
Oh my god!
Every one of them is individual.
Cat!
Not all of that is. Those are for the speaker wires.
I'm
This
just
is for the
terrified.
Nintendo Switch. It's one each. So like one is. So it's not like I'm double or tripling anything. Each one of them is an individual cable securely
Yes.
put in.
Yes. No, we're not saying you're tying different wires together. We're saying that there's a limit to how many plugins you can stick on a plug-in.
Yeah, well, if it's designed to hold 12, why am I not going to have it hold 12? If it's designed to hold 1, 2, 3, 4, it's actually designed to hold 1, 2, 3, 4. It's designed to hold 8. So if it's designed to hold 8, why am I not going to put 8? It's designed for that.
Uh-huh.
This is giving me severe anxiety.
How?
I'm getting hives. I mean, I'm getting hives here. I mean,
It's 8 plugs and 2 USB. Right?
okay. So what do you do?
Oh my god!
What do you do if you get a nasty allergy sneeze and you just gob all over it over there? What?
I don't gob all over it. What are you talking about?
Never, not once.
No.
You've never had a. Okay.
No.
I apologize. My bad. I misunderstood the situation. I thought you were human.
No, I don't sneeze all over my power cord.
No, his face. She's like, oh my god.
Well, I wasn't
All right,
joking
so we're
about the
taking
severe
bets on how
anxiety.
long until this burns. We're going to call it the burning pool, right? And when it burns, she has to change her channel name to Burning Pool because we're going to finance the channel change and probably a new house. Dear God, what are you doing?
Yeah. So next time I see the news, like a massive power outage in New Jersey, I know it's you.
Hey, boo.
Yes. Oh.
Okay. No, that was the cat.
Oh,
That's
you're
the
not
cat.
calling me boo. I was like, okay.
No, that's her nickname. One for
I was
many
going to say,
nicknames.
now Nomi's blushing.
I know, but it was for nothing. For nothing now. So it's okay. It wasn't for me.
It's like a wasted blush.
That's a big
I mean,
leap.
I also want to hang these up. I got these awesome lights.
Phone number at Home Depot, and Cat's
Yeah.
got a pet name for her now.
Boo. Yeah.
That's through the cat. The cat's name is Buster.
You just a buster.
Yeah, this is funny. Her breaker flips and there's a mushroom cloud in New Jersey.
Hey, how do you know it's not intentional?
I am tempted. I'm
I
Eastern.
know it's not intentional. It's neglect, though.
I mean, come on.
Come on. Like, what do you want me to come on? Like, to get on your level of like.
I'm just saying you never know. It might be fully and completely intentional.
Yeah, she's not going to be happy until that whole layout behind you, Nomi, is covered in like Borg tech.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to be.
Sounds hot.
Kind
I
of.
can go for some of that. I mean, I've seen 7 of 9. You ain't telling me nothing I don't know about.
I'm more of a Borg Queen kind of guy, but yeah. Alice Krieg.
I'm sorry, 7 to 9 got a little bit of meat on her bones. I prefer it that way, man. That Borg Queen was missing half, 3/4 of her body. Now the soup they put her in, that thing was tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. 7 and I did have a banging body.
Dude,
Why
7.
did you suddenly go lesbian? I don't get that.
Still does, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not a lesbian, but that is but that was a.
Yeah, Jerry
That
Ryan.
was
Shadow Hawk gets it. It's
Damn
T'Pol.
well put
T'Pol's
together.
the one, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, Jolene Blaylock is pretty.
No, I'm talking T'Pol when she was playing T'Pol. at that point in time. Not her today. She's done been a few miles around.
That's because they painted her costume onto her.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
they literally did.
You know,
makes it better.
and certain
mean-
bits of her were gravity defying.
Yeah, they were definitely special. Very special. Haringa.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Hey, Kat, I
well,
just want to keep you accountable. No, I wouldn't call it accountable, but isn't it dinner time for you?
Almost.
Oh.
she keep an eye on it.
You do
yeah.
realize that when she does break her fast, she runs in there and spits out like an interior head that devours the food for her. You know, just like
Damn
one of
it! Stop telling them my secrets.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stalk you that hard.
God.
That explains so much.
You know what? This is your own fault, Kat. You should never have said that he has the sexiest voice on the internet.
I can't help it.
Because
His
now
voice-
he's all about
he's
you.
got the double whammy too. He's got the killer beard. I mean, let's be
Yeah, it's
honest.
pretty-
You know,
pretty damn
the
good
Muslim
beard. Let's
ladies
be
like
honest.
beard.
No homo.
No homo.
I'm not calling no homo. That man right there is a bit of sexy that I just want to spread around a little bit.
Well, in that case,
I am not gay. I have relationships with women, sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
I'm not interested in the relationship, just the sex.
most men aren't really interested in the relationship, just the sex.
I don't want to know how you vote. I don't want to know where you work. I don't
even want to know what your last
I
name
don't mean to make you uncomfortable. You're good, dude. You're fine.
I think that's why gay guys got it figured out. They just do the sex.
No, but he's like, I have relationships with women. So it's like, he goes up to the women. He's like, yeah, I'm not interested in the sex part. Just want to have a relationship. And then with the guys,
No,
like, I don't
no,
want
no.
the relationship. I want the sex.
He's got a
saying,
beard.
No, he's saying he's a pimp.
Or he's saying that he really likes the daiquiris or those fruity
Wait,
things.
that's also gay.
Okay, listen. I've had a strawberry daiquiri. They're not too shabby.
Mhm.
I
The
don't-
first
Hey, I
one.
won't say no. I won't say no if you can get my. I mean, it's not that bad, but I wouldn't say no to someone coming and fixing everything up.
That be me. I will fix that up for you, Kat, because like I said, I rather that was just giving me like anxiety. I'm like, okay, I want to know like she'll be safe, and at least I'll know the house is not catching on fire. But what I was gonna say is that the first time I ever went to a gay bar, like, of course, I was uncomfortable. I was like, okay, I went because a good friend of mine came out, and he's like, I want to go there. It's like, okay, like I will go support you and just go to the bar with you to make sure like you're safe and like, yeah, this is fun. And then suddenly these two. I think they were dating each other, but they came up. They're like, "Oh my gosh, your hair is so beautiful." It's like, "Oh, thanks," and they were touching it. Next thing I know, I was drinking a strawberry daiquiri, and they were braiding my hair, and I was like, "This is actually fun." Like,
Hey,
I had no problems with it. And then, yeah, it was like a French Dutch braid. Oh, not French, but like a Dutch braid, and they made that braid super tight, and they made sure like it wasn't sticking out or anything. And I had like, yeah, 3 daiquiris after that, and they bought them for me. So I'm like, this is actually fun. Like I can come here and get my hair braided again.
you know, when I was in my 20s, I'm straight as an arrow, but I used to go to gay bars because you know what? Free drinks and better tunes than everywhere else in town.
Free drinks. That's what I was going to say. I go to gay bars for
Fucking-
Free
free drinks.
drinks.
I've been to multiple gay bars, man. Like, don't bother me none. And like, the atmosphere is better. You don't have the fucking meatheads looking.
The
to fucking
music is
cause-
better.
the
Well,
music's
yeah,
better.
and
You don't have
it was the
assholes
only
trying to
place
cause a
in town
problem.
that wasn't playing rap at the top volume. So yeah,
I'll take all of you guys' words for it because I have not been to a bar.
I know, I can
Well,
tell
you can't drink. So I mean, obviously that's a given right there. But
You don't
no,
have to drink at a strip club. I can
mean-
drink for you. There's a 2-drink minimum, and I will drink all 4.
I mean, you can go to a bar. You don't you just.
Kat, I'll
Why
take
would
you
you?
to Chili's. I'll take you to Chili's. How
I
about
went
that?
to Applebee's and because it was somebody's birthday at work, and I went to Applebee's. So we sat at like I think it's the counter around. So I think that is the
The
bar.
bar
area.
top. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay, so I will say this because like the Mexican in me loves this. I don't know if it's like a region thing, but the Applebee's in the town that I live in, they have a hot Cheetos buffalo wings. dish, and it is delicious. I thought I was gonna hate it, but it's like the buffalo wings. It is breaded with the hot Cheetos, and you dip that with ranch, and it was amazing.
If I could get a side of buffalo sauce with it, fucking to dip that in.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
can.
God.
All right, I'm gonna.
Jesus, that sounds delicious.
I'm gonna step away for a sec. I'm gonna shut off my camera.
Sorry, Cat.
Yeah. Well,
I'll be back.
Like
enjoy
this.
dinner.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Go eat, Cat. We'll see you in a minute.
Bye.
I just had a protein bar, and now I feel like that wasn't enough because of the wing talk.
Oh, hey, you see Ryan, all that yelling at her you did the other night, and now she's not rocking the nipple.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we had that stream that we did on it wasn't this last Thursday, but a week ago, where everybody came on, and you spent about half of the first half hour screaming at her because she didn't have a profile picture.
Well,
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
it's so rookie level, dude. Come on.
Well, I mean, she rarely streams without her camera on.
That's true.
You
That's
know?
true. She streams a lot. I'll give her that. She streams.
I'm
a lot.
subhuman, and I've got one.
Yeah, well,
I got multiple ones depending on the
Super.
show I'm on.
Oh, I got a good one. I got a better one than the one I used, but I gave my good one away. Check this one out. This one's good. No, maybe.
No,
It's not going to let me play with it like that, I guess.
sometimes it
should be
doesn't
able
work.
to,
Yeah.
Sometimes StreamYard acts like a piece of shit.
Send
Yeah.
it
got
all.
you.
Then they've done a number of updates lately that I think they haven't worked all the bugs out of, and it's kind of affecting.
Oh, it's on the little picture under the stream. It's not down in the dots anymore.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
Right. This guy. This is one of my favorites right here.
oh yeah. I think
Yeah.
that was like the original one I saw you with in the chat.
Yeah, I ran with this for a while, and then I met a YouTuber called Vanilla Gorilla. I was like, "You gotta be beat, dude! Like you deserve this more than I do."
Yeah.
I gave him a whole bunch of pictures for him to choose from.
That reminds me, man. So you remember a couple years ago when somebody published a list of all of the new quote unquote new slurs for white people, and Vanilla Gorilla was on that list,
Right.
and it's one of my favorites.
I just love that.
I can't even use Caucasian in Twitter on Mojang. I can't use this description of what might be my race.
I believe that.
Hate speech all over Twitter, anywhere. I cannot put my name in any of those platforms.
Well, that's because white people are racist and they're the worst people on the planet.
Try Mayo Monkey.
That would probably pass. That's what's sad.
You know, Mayo Monkey, or my personal favorite that was on that list. I don't remember all of them. I don't have it up in front of me, but my very personal favorite was No Purpose Flower. I think that one actually is clever as hell. Whoever came up with that one puts a real thought to that. I appreciate it.
I love it. That's actually great. I like that one.
The problem is that white people don't really care about racial slurs. Like, it's not a thing that bothers us.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like first time I saw that list, I was like, okay, that one's funny, that one's funny, that one's kind of dumb, but that one's funny, that one's really funny. You know, I just went down the list.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't care that much. It used to be like, you know, obviously when all this nonsense started, that like calling somebody like racist was like a legitimate thing. Now it's just like, thank you very much, thank you. It just means you don't like my opinion.
Yeah.
And you know, so it's like
I've said it before, dude, and I will say it again. Most of these asshats going around slinging words like racist and Nazi and bigot and homophobe wouldn't know a Nazi if one gave them a free train ticket. Just saying.
I know. I like the joke.
That's a good one. I like that. A free shower. That's right.
Yeah.
You know, stole their fillings.
You guys look long and weary from the train ride. Would you like a shower? And a new set
Yes.
of clothes?
Freshen up a little bit right before we put you in your eternal rest.
Yeah.
So
So, you know,
sleep.
they throw those words around until they mean nothing, and then when the real bastards come around, they
You
ain't
point at them
prepared
and say,
for it.
that's what they are, and they go, "Yeah, well, so are you."
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
know.
they ignore the real threat.
Exactly. That's the purpose of it.
Because what they don't seem to understand
What's
is
up,
that
Salute
the
Burner?
Nazis.
How you doing,
the
bud?
Na-
I ain't seen you in a long time. I'm sorry. I haven't seen this dude in like 2 months. I thought he was dead. Welcome to the show, bud. Good to see you.
Glad you're not dead.
Yeah, no joke. I was worried.
Yeah, seriously. No, I've had a couple of people like that. You don't see them forever, and you're like, oh, I'm glad you're still around, man.
Yeah, usually when I'm live, I'm on my own show. I've been having to chew it back a little bit.
Well, as you guys know, like I do some work for another YouTuber, the Lioness Exiled, and we've had a few people who were members of her chat and her following who have passed away. We didn't hear from for a long time, and yeah, we're pretty certain, not 100%, because obviously with the anonymity of the internet, it is difficult to like send a wellness check out to a guy you knew as Black Superman, But dude wasn't young. And he wasn't necessarily in the best of health, and he just kind of fell off the face of the earth. So I'm pretty sure he's gone, which is a shame because he was a good dude, And there have been a few others. I know there was one who was struggling with, I want to say throat cancer, and we stopped hearing from him too.
That sucks.
And so it does happen. So it's always good when somebody shows up and is like, "Hey, I'm still here. I'm still alive." So, Slow Burner. Good to see you. I don't know you.
Yeah, I absolutely loved it, man. He was one of the reasons why I started my show. Not so much as like doing something like he's doing, but simply how he was expressing himself to the people that he was expressing himself to, because he had some basic disagreements with how things were being done. And while, I mean, it works for some people, it doesn't work for others. You go in and you do your streams and you pick your subjects and your topics and your guests, and you try to make a go of it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you catch one of those truly toxic trolls that renders your channel into a nuclear waste dump of toxicity, and you kind of have to cut your losses and move on to something different.
Yeah. And every once in a while, like there are some specific chats that are full of nothing but those people, and they all feed off each other. And it's just it's like a meat grinder of shit.
Crabs in a bucket.
And there are a few of them. I ain't gonna call anybody out specifically live here, but I think some of you I've talked to about, and then you know who I'm talking about. And it's just like I'd rather have nothing to do with those particular chats ever. Just because and you don't really want them going around dragging the place down. You really don't. I mean, I believe in free speech. They have every right to say their opinions, however they want to say them. But I don't necessarily have to invite them to my party. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you don't want to invite people on that are just gonna like bring the whole entire situation down. It's no fun for anybody. And some people just like to be miserable.
Yep.
And I know we talk about a lot of stuff that kind of sucks. And there's probably a little too much to talk about that sucks recently, but it's like we don't have to be a downer about it. Like, we still joke around, we still have a good time. But yeah, some people just want to be miserable 24/7, and misery loves company.
Yep.
Yeah, they don't only want to be miserable, they want to make you miserable and the people miserable because you're miserable. And
if I can't be happy, no one can.
Or Michael Curtis hurt them somehow years ago and they still can't get over it.
I have two opinions on this, because in some cases, drama channels can really pump up a channel's viewership for some amount of time.
But that's a short-term gain, man.
It's true. I don't approve of it for a channel like mine, but there are some channels that can benefit from that type of attention, right? But the negativity just bleeds through into everything, which is why, dog, are you all right, man? Dude, you okay? He missed the bed. I have 100-pound mastiff over here who just tried to jump on my bed and completely missed it. He's looking at me like, to do that.
Oh, that was
he
funny.
Missed me. Like, he was right here.
Wait, ghosts?
That's funny.
Ghosts?
No.
I have a dog. I have a John.
I don't know. I was going to go with ghosts since we were talking about ghosts earlier.
Yeah. What's for dinner, Kat? What are we having?
Right. Quinoa and meat squares.
It is carbohydrates with protein. She doesn't care.
I don't care.
She had to guess what it was. She had to look and check. Like, I don't know.
I got ice cream.
It's fuel for the fire.
Well, at least she's got ice cream too.
Yeah, make her
Meat,
happy.
meat and ice cream.
But yeah, you should go get those thin mint pretzels. Oh, I should probably bring those out. I'll be right back.
Oh,
So anybody,
she'll be jealous.
but anybody who's
She's going to get the PMS food.
Well, I call the dog Moose for a reason.
What's that? Was that her? Did she hear me?
Did she fall too?
I don't know. Balls. I heard was oh.
Yeah. Hey, Squatch. By the way, I just added your link into the description. I forgot to do that earlier. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
My God, that's funny. I really hope that was her. She heard me.
Oh, wait, no, where is it? This one. Meat and ice cream.
Carrie says, yes, she heard you. I hope so.
Yeah, the weird side of YouTube. This is kind of the weird side of YouTube. We kind of range all over a little bit.
Hold up, man. That's in my chat. Shit just went really weird over there, and I don't really understand how or why or what happened. But like a bunch of people I haven't seen in a minute have all showed up, and I'm like, that's an interesting group.
Yes, we are. Nomi, was that you that made the noise?
What noise?
It sounded like it fell over.
You didn't go, oh!
Yeah,
that was you.
Yeah, that was you. Yeah, we all heard that.
Why did you fall over?
We just broke her. She's broken.
What did you do to Nomi? How did you hurt her? She's cool.
We noticed something. That's all. We simply noticed something. She thought she had a cold mic. We heard her take the grunt.
Oh, sweet mother of Jesus. That's funny.
And this is why I never tell my family when I live stream.
Hey, Sam, I got a live stream in about 45 minutes or so. I'm going to be dropping out at about 15 more minutes or so.
Yeah, no worries, man. Do what you gotta do. Appreciate you being here, man, and helping me test this out.
Yes, that was me.
I thought that was your response to what I said because you heard what I said. I was like, oh, she's gonna go get the PMS food, and then all of a sudden, like within a second, oh!
Not at all.
Oh, that's not nice.
I fell down. That's what happened.
That's what I thought kind of happened.
Oh my God.
You're okay though.
Hi, Larry. Did you know you were on camera?
I hope he knows.
What's up?
My God.
Yes, I did.
Larry, are you okay?
I fell down. I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah. His face has been revealed before. It's not a new thing.
Oh, is it?
He doesn't show it often, but yeah.
Oh my God, that was fucking funny.
Sounds like a character in Street Fighter when you lose it. You lose.
I got a message for you here, Larry.
Shut up, Kohai.
Oh wow. This is great.
All right, who's on the mood gummies?
How did you know?
Just know.
Oh, good. Was it the my own infinite void that I brought with me for screaming into? Is that what gave it away? Okay, that happened.
Screaming into the void.
Well,
It feels like
we're certainly
while falling
cackling
down on
into
the
it.
floor.
Yeah, I know. I guess it's good that Nomi didn't go day drinking with her friends. She falls over sober.
I do fall over sober. I really did. It is baffling to me how clumsy I am in real life. There was one a few years ago, my sister and her friend, it was their night of drinking. I was like, oh, I'll be the DD. Don't worry, guys, I'll take care of you. And then as we were leaving, my sister and her friend were hanging on to each other, like, okay, let's get to the car, and we can do this. And then this nice friend of ours was walking us to the car to make sure we got there safe. And then I remember just looking at him and talking, and the next thing it just like fall flat on the ground. And I was like, fuck. And I scraped my knee pretty bad too. And then my friend, he's like, hey, your sister fell down. And my sister like drunkenly came over. She's like, oh my God, you fell down before I did. That's actually pretty funny.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I do weird voices and sounds when
Exactly what it sounded like.
I tripped and fell. There's like a little step in my room, so I didn't.
I gotta say, you know, Nomi, I'm glad you're okay, but I'm gonna need to have Kohai clip that sound and meme it.
I'm gonna put my intro. Just because it's funny to me.
I mean, it's the law of the internet. I don't really have a choice here.
Yeah, me neither. I don't see a choice here. I have to.
Gone again.
I have to keep going off and on camera because I'm laughing so hard.
Good. That means it's working.
You know what? As long as you're laughing, you know. I know that there was some controversy surrounding him, and I've said this before, but Carlos Mencia was right. If you ain't laughing, you ain't living.
It's true.
Amen, sister.
Yeah.
I was about to say it's one of the only things he said that was original.
Well, I'm glad that you guys can laugh at my own expense, and that's honestly what I like to do in real life anyway. Like, all right,
fall over?
Not fall over, but if it's something dumb that I like, something simple as walking to my pantry and tripping over, and if you guys are laughing at me, that's all that matters. As long as you guys got a kick out of it.
I mean, well, you know, let's be honest. We're all a bunch of weirdos here, so gotta laugh when we can.
Yeah, but feel free to clip that and do whatever you want.
Believe me, I do.
All right, so
yes, we will clip it.
Before Squatch has to dip out, I'm gonna play this thing that Kohai made for me and Ryan, and she's going to somehow work the sound that you made, Nomi, into this clip.
Suddenly, I'm aroused.
Which reminds me, I still got to send that to Ryan.
Oh, the
she's gone.
Sound effects is so loud.
It's great.
Hey! I'm eating ice cream. Nothing can bring me down right now. Ice cream.
You are all welcome.
Hey Sam, can I do my shield and dip out?
Go for it.
Yes.
All right, man. Check it out. That's
Wait,
you okay, buddy?
Are you okay?
Larry just fell over.
I want a copy of that. Somebody send me a copy of that. That's going in my intro too. I hope he's okay. But it's still good.
Oh, his little boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna
take that. Yeah, do that thing. Do the right thing. And let me know if he's all right. Okay, let me.
We'll go for it.
All right, so I interview YouTubers in general. I really don't care what your content is as long as you're putting forth a good, solid effort to create the content. You're doing it daily, weekly, however it is you do your content. You work on cars, work on more cars, film more cars, do that thing. You go to car shows, you're van lifing, I don't care. Your crochet circle, I want to hear about it. I'm dead serious. My email is CaucAsianSasquatch@gmail.com. We'll set something up and get it happening. We come here, we talk about your content. I don't talk about anything off of YouTube unless you bring it up. And then I do an after dark where I try to help everybody with technical issues, terms of service, anything else I can help with. OBS, StreamYards, whatever. that kind of stuff. And then I do it after dark where I play movies, muted usually, and we fuss at each other and disagree. But it's fun, and I drink.
Yeah, it is a fun show. It's a fun time. Dude, I appreciate you for being here.
Yeah, much love, brother. I appreciate it. It's good to see all of y'all.
Yeah, see you, buddy. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you for blessing us with your amazing voice.
Oh, I got one thing to say for you, Kat. Oh, baby. Bye.
I mean, I'm a little wet now.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
Well, you just came out of Ryan's back door, so you should be wet.
Right. Yeah.
Are you okay, dude?
Yeah, I slipped on a toy.
Okay, as long as you're okay, man.
Like, is there somebody in the water? Because first Squatch's dog misses the edge of the bed entirely and falls on his face, and then Nomi goes off camera and trips, and then that happens. Like, what? I don't know. I kind of feel like I should trip on something now.
I'm just gonna sit here and feel confident and be like, "Ha, I don't trip over stuff."
No, I just love that we were giving you hell about your house and how many plugs you have.
Yeah,
and then here we are falling apart.
You guys are killing yourselves over your house, and me.
That is karma.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
That's absolutely.
Are we back?
Oh, hi.
I'm trying to figure out how to stop your live stream so I can start mine on my channel.
It might actually be. Hold on a second.
You could probably go to your YouTube studio.
I can click the remove part.
Okay, that's cool.
So.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm sorry. My bad.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
But now we know.
Andrew, go to the Hijabi Gamer channel and subscribe.
Please do.
The little icons you click on with the ones with the link symbol, or as I prefer it, the infinity symbol. Shut up.
And also, Andrew, everybody who is on panel right here, all of our channels links are in the description of the main video on my channel here.
Same with mine.
Except I don't think I've got Larry on there right now because I didn't actually expect you to show up, but I'm glad you're here. So
I got to add Larry. Thank you. Yeah. Good to see you, Larry.
My YouTube channel is called The Hijabi Gamer. I just like to be called the Corpus Marketing Director because I am the verified on Twitter Corpus Marketing Director. Yes, I am. I am verified on Twitter. It doesn't matter if I paid $8 a month. I am the verified Corpus Marketing. Go check it out at Gamer Hijabi.
Kat loves Velma.
Yeah, we use her for target practice in the Corpus.
Nope.
Wonderful.
You watch it all the time because you love it.
We cloned her repeatedly, and we enjoy shooting at her. It's a lot of fun. We also do that to the cast of The Rings of Power.
Just wait till season 2 comes out, y'all.
I haven't seen a single episode of this. Ryan, why do you hate yourself so much that you do this to yourself?
I don't, but somebody's got to do it.
He obviously has some hate for himself, but he really hates everybody else. That's why he makes us watch it too.
Wow. A masochist and a sadist combined.
Yeah, there's a word for that, sadomasochism.
Yes, you're right.
As for you, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna trip. I rarely fall down.
I've been very lucky.
Even when I've drank, I rarely fall down.
Oh, okay.
Now, I'm not saying it hasn't happened. There was the last time I remember falling. I was trying to hang something. It's like my feet just went out from under me. I landed on my side and bruised my freaking ribs, man. That shit hurt. I was like, yeah, you're definitely old. You can't fall the way you used to.
Yeah. A couple of weeks ago in Colorado, I was leaving a friend's house and it had just blizzard the day before, but the next day the snow was melted, all gone. I was like, all right, cool. It's dry. I can walk. So as I was leaving my friend's house, walking towards my car, clear as day and dry as heck, I still trip and fell and I bruised my knee pretty bad. And I was laying on that pavement for like 5 minutes and I cried because it did hurt.
Yeah.
So,
look,
yeah.
Don't jinx me.
Just don't hang out next to me. You're fine.
Look, I've been biking for a very long time, and I think the number of times I've fallen off my bicycle, I can count on one hand. And I'm talking decades of biking. So don't jinx me. Please don't jinx me.
No, the what you're really in danger of is a fire hazard.
Yes, that's what you are.
Nah, don't jinx me.
Okay. I'm gonna bounce real quick. I need to go run a quick errand, but like literally like maybe like 5-10 minutes, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
I won't fall down this time. It's
Tell you what, I'll drop you down into the background. You wave at the camera when you're back, and I'll bring you back in.
all right, sounds good. Bye.
Oh God.
So
by the way, I saw the opening. I saw the opening of your show last night, Ryan. I went back and watched it, and it was pretty cool. Still trying to figure out who Nomi's supposed to be in the video.
She's Daenerys on the dragon, and then she's Rhaenyra, the younger version.
Gotcha. And Shadowhawk, I was guessing he's the egg.
No, he's
I thought he was a dragon egg.
He's Otto Hightower because he has a fucking hard on for the Hightowers.
You know, I'm curious because I didn't recognize the one that you had attached my head to, but I don't know if you saw in the chat. I did start chanting USA, USA, USA. After I saw those amazing briefs.
It's from one of the Resident Evil games. I think it might be 4. Don't hold me to it, but because he has like these tentacles that come out of his hand and like envelop this like fucking things, you know. I was like, well, that kind of looks like fucking something.
Isn't that
Samuel
3? Isn't that the Nemesis?
I don't know. It's been a long time, so that's why.
It might have been 4 though, considering the surrounding environment. That did look more like 4.
But yeah, I think the mod though is like for like the American underwear and like that was kind of weird. But I also was laughing my ass off.
It's funny though.
Larry, somebody told me I spelled your name wrong.
Who?
So I haven't had a chance to go back and look at it. They said I spelled your name wrong.
I think Shadow might have said something about that. I don't recall exactly. I can't go back and look into the chat right now because is it still up for being disputed right now?
Yeah, it's still being disputed. Disney's surprisingly taken a long time on it, longer than usual.
Yeah. By the way, Carrie, thank you very much. She's been dropping everybody's links in the chat. Appreciate it.
By the way, Shadow, it doesn't matter what type of monks. That's beside the point. I'm not even going to answer on YouTube, on Twitter. That's beside the point of the argument.
Oh, he said Spock said it.
Oh, that's right. It was Spock. That's right.
Oh,
he said He said don't peg me with that.
I mean,
you'll get pegged with whatever we want to fucking say, boy.
You know, you're gonna get it. You keep putting yourself on the street, and you're gonna get it.
I thought we were going to behave today.
Yeah, we were, and then I didn't. I'm sorry. I'll stop. As you know, I figured after the octopus meme.
We're well past the mark.
That thing, it sticks in my head. It is so creepy.
That's the point.
That's why it's funny, Shadow.
Yes.
We know you're not Brie Larson.
No, you're Brett Larson.
Oh, okay. Thanks,
Okay.
Spock. Okay, I used an A instead of an E. That's my bad. Yeah, no, I still have to go back. I finally found that original clip of Kat unedited, so I'm going to fix that because she was the only one I couldn't find a clip for because she Brett Larson.
Yeah, 110.09 from PayPal. No, that was not DSP. That was our buddy Shadow of Hawk's head pasted onto Brie Larson's body with a cactus up his ass.
Yeah. $20 is $20.
I'm liking that though, Brett Larson. I think I'm going to change the name of that meme in my control panel to Brett Larson. That's hilarious. And you can say you contributed, Shadow.
Yeah. He's always worried that he's not contributing enough.
No, I think you do fine, kid. You just need to, learn that a conversation involves more than just one person talking.
It's just
And actually, you're doing a lot better on that too. I don't mean it. I'll just shut up. I shouldn't be criticizing you in public like this anyway. But
yeah, he does a good job.
You do just fine.
probably better than.
Yeah.
Look, you do a better job than when I started YouTube, man. I mean, it's a fucking it's a haul. It's not easy to learn, so it takes time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, like you should have heard some of the stupid shit that came out of my mouth when I first started doing this. Not that stupid shit doesn't still, but I'm less prone to stumble over my words than I was then.
Still have my original video up on my original channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Shadow, I did change it to Brett Larson. You should be happy. I just did, because previously the title of that particular meme was Shadow gets fucked by a cactus. So now it's Brett Larson.
Rejoice. Rejoice.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, Larry made no noise when he fell.
I don't know. Right, you may have followed somebody else. We're multi-streaming on multiple channels right now, so it's possible that you might have had someone else in your feed and that kind of thing, and it would have brought up there.
Yeah. You play Warframe or Destiny? Because that's me primarily.
You know, if you follow pop culture stuff, it might be Ryan there. If you follow more esoteric / political stuff, could be me. Could be Squatch, who was just here. He's not on the panel now, but you know, CaucAsian Sasquatch. He does a variety of things, and you probably have run into contact with somebody that he has interacted with at some point, because he's all over the internet. So, you know, that could have been it, or it could just be YouTube being weird.
I'd probably go with that.
So, yeah, YouTube does some weird stuff, and I have played Elden Ring. I'm actually stuck right now on a playthrough with the Elden Beast. I need to finish the Elden Beast so that I can get my stupid last. I'm almost trophied out. I've almost platinumed the game. I've got one stupid boss to beat, and for some reason, I can't do it this time around.
And I haven't started it yet. I want to play it. The only reason I haven't started is because I am going to finish a video game before I start another one. I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy, Evil West, and a bunch of other stuff. But it's even installed on my Xbox.
Especially one that you know, is so easy to put that many hours into, like Elden Ring.
Well, I haven't even paid. You know what's the worst part? I spent the $100 to buy Lightfall for Destiny 2, and I haven't even started it. I have not even started. I paid the $100 like 3 weeks ago, and I still haven't started it.
I think most people are wondering why you're still playing Destiny 2 when it's broken.
Yeah.
It's woke.
Spock, I think M was watching on Squatch's channel, so.
It's. Oh, sorry guys.
Wait. We got a fellow Xbox person here. Everyone pause. We got an Xbox person. Series X, finally a fellow Xbox person.
In that case, you definitely, if you haven't subbed to Kat, it's the Hijabi Gamer on YouTube. Her link is in the description of this live stream.
Sub to her. Too. Outriders, I've played that as well. All of these PlayStation people. Oh, you want to play Monster Hunter? Yeah, I'm on PlayStation. Hey, you want to play this? Oh, I'm on PC. Nobody's on Xbox. Oh,
Monster Hunter was almost exclusively PlayStation for a decade.
No. And then there's the Destiny. Oh, you still play Destiny 1? Yeah. What do you play it on? Well, primarily Xbox, but I have PlayStation. Oh, well, I'm on PlayStation. God damn it.
I mean, maybe that should tell you something.
That the majority of the population doesn't have good taste?
No, that the majority of the population buys the better machine. We could go rounds on this one. I despise Microsoft tech.
No, not all Microsoft tech. I just like the Xbox. Surface I got, but I do not like the Surface since the Surface 3. That thing broke so many times. I don't have one, but let's just say I had reason to interact with one, and it broke.
2,300 hours. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, I've got I think not on the new one. The new one I've probably only got about 100 and some odd hours in right now, but on the last Monster Hunter, I think I clocked in somewhere around 1,100 hours for that, which is, more than enough to get almost everything done repeatedly.
Yeah, Nano Reaper and some of the Legion of Memer guys who are also veterans, they keep wanting me to play warships with them. I just haven't had a chance to get around to it yet. So they're all playing on computer, so that's cool. But yeah, it looks like
Master Race.
Yeah, well, I got a lot of game systems, but I found that when it comes to like Steam, and also you can actually get PlayStation Plus on the computer now. Like, it just makes shit so much easier.
It's just PlayStation Plus isn't as good as Game Pass. Look, this is me being
Play all the same games. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
No, the Game Pass Ultimate. So the Game Pass Ultimate, which is the PlayStation, the Game Pass Ultimate is the Xbox version of that, where you get.
I know.
Yeah,
it came stock on both my computers.
They have a much bigger free library. I have the PlayStation, and it's
the thing is though is that I don't know because a lot of the stuff I play, a lot of the existing games I play have been on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. Like, I like to be able to import my shit instead of start over. So like, I don't want to have to start over in Fallout 76. I mean, I can still do adventures without starting completely over from scratch.
Well, the thing is, it may get to that point because I think it was like a year and a half ago, and Kat, I'm sure you can back me up, especially where you work. Your memory's probably better with it. But Microsoft bought a lot of PlayStation's gaming properties, and so pretty soon, if you don't have an Xbox, a lot of those PlayStation exclusives that you were playing,
just play them on Steam.
They're gonna go exclusive the other way.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give because Microsoft decided to buy up Bethesda and a lot of gaming studios I like. I'm not gonna give them a cent on their own platform. I'll buy it on Steam and they can fuck off.
Now that.
No, yeah, sorry. I don't like how Microsoft did that. That was horseshit. Yeah. They're like, oh well, the next Elder Scrolls game will be multi-platform, but they can't promise about certain other games. I'm like, that's fucked up, dude. Come on, don't fucking be a shit. Don't be shitheads. You're gonna make more money, and it's like, no, you don't make that. You don't. Let's be honest. They don't make that much money from console sales. Nobody does. It's all software. It's always software.
A lot of it, that sort of thing though has to do with deals between companies and the platform distributors. Like for instance, Monster Hunter Rise, which I'm currently, playing on live streams. It came out as a Nintendo Switch exclusive, which was unusual because while Capcom has always worked with Nintendo, that particular franchise has been almost exclusively PlayStation and occasionally PC. So when they announced, it's just going to be on this platform over here that it really hasn't been on before and no one else can have it, it pissed off a lot of the fan base. It really did. But there was an exclusive contract that was drawn up between Capcom and Nintendo for that deal. And apparently there was an expiration date built into it because now it's multi-platform.
Yeah, there's usually always an expiration date built in.
No, well, I agree. The Game Pass Ultimate, though, is a great deal. That I have to agree with. With MLB The Show, the craziest thing is MLB The Show, the baseball game, right?
See it, kid.
That was a console seller. That would sell. People would buy the PlayStation 4 because they wanted MLB The Show. The crazy thing is, not only is that now on Xbox, it's on Game Pass. I can go play MLB The Show right now.
Well, see, here's my issue. So you take a game like Uncharted, right? It's always been a PlayStation exclusive. Naughty Dog has always made Uncharted for the PlayStation, the original for the PS3, the PS4. Yeah. That's fine. But when you take a franchise like Elder Scrolls or Fallout and stuff like that, and you're all of a sudden you want to be like, well, now we want to make it one platform exclusive. It's like, well, now you just fucking flipped off a whole platform of people who would have given you their money. And it's like, I don't support that. I don't support it if Sony does it either. I hate that crap because ultimately the ones who lose are the gamers. It's like, well, you can either play it or you can go buy an Xbox or a PlayStation 5, whichever direction it goes, because they're both playing that garbage. And then they're gonna be like, well, or you don't have to play it at all. And it's like, well, I'm gonna opt to not play it at all because I'm not gonna go buy a new system for one fucking game.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. So I did not like the idea of Microsoft buying Bethesda. I really didn't like the idea of it. My only issue was I was afraid it would go to Tencent. That's the only thing. But other than that, yeah, I don't like the fact that they bought it.
So I mean, we'll see. Console or PC, I swing both ways. I do. That's
Same.
me. Yeah, I've got all. But
Same.
yeah, no, it's I think Microsoft is smarter than that. I don't know. I mean, obviously I'm prejudging what they've said. They did say that there is no guarantee that they're gonna make Elder Scrolls 5. Was it 5? Yeah, it's gonna 6. Sorry, Elder Scrolls 6.
They're not guaranteeing it, even though they've been talking about how they've been working on it for like 10 fucking years now. Isn't it supposed to be Hammerfall?
Okay, so they have to I don't know what the actual name is, but they have to finish Starfield first, which is coming out this year. It's coming out like November. So Starfield is going to be multi-platform, and then the next one that we should get released after that should be Elder Scrolls 6. And Microsoft has said, we understand that there's a lot of players who have been playing Elder Scrolls on many platforms for many years. And they said that there is no talk right now of making it one console exclusive. They did talk about saying you might get early access on Game Pass to the game, and then it'll come out for everybody else like maybe a month or a couple weeks later. So that I'm okay with. I have zero issue with that. But if you're talking years, then I don't like that. But if you're talking about like a month, that's not. I don't care.
Right. I just bring up that because they had started putting out feelers and press nuggets out about Hammerfell, which is supposed to be Elder Scrolls 6.
Mm-hmm.
Not long after, I think, Skyrim's second, remaster and release or whatever. And the first time I heard of Starfield or whatever it's called was last year.
Starfield has been in development for probably about 5 years now, 6 years.
It's been a while.
It's been a long while. At least that I've known of. It was before the COOF that they announced Starfield.
Well,
and they had already been working on it for quite some time.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've probably been working on it for almost a decade, which that's about par for the course for Bethesda. So Fallout 3 came out. Fallout New Vegas came out not too long after that, but that was Obsidian that made it for Bethesda. And then, of course, after Fallout 3, it took about a decade to get Fallout 4. And then, of course, actually, not too long after that, we got Fallout 76, but they just repurposed the engine from Fallout 4 into Fallout 76 because it was the same platform. So it was an easy crossover. But yeah, when you're talking about like Fallout 5, yeah, it's probably going to take them a decade from the release of Fallout 4, at least, because there are people who play Fallout 76, so they're going to want to push that title.
And people who pay for the Fallout 76, that Fallout First program, people actually pay the subscription fee for that too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's bad? Original Destiny, when Destiny came out, there was some exclusive content for the PlayStation, and they did not release. There was like a strike and two like exotic weapons, and there's a couple of things that were exclusive to the PlayStation. They did not bring that to Xbox until after Destiny 2 came out. It was like, yeah, it's going to be a year exclusive, but whatever. And they kept pushing it off. And then all of a sudden, they're like, yeah, it's going to come out after Destiny 2 released, when everyone was no longer playing Destiny, except crazies like me.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I actually agree with this statement. I do like some online games, but for the most part, I'm a solo gamer. I have always been a solo gamer. I will play games with my friends, but I should not be required to participate in a massive multiplayer, experience just to play a title that I might be interested in. I think that's horseshit.
Well,
it's
you're still
all leaning that way now.
Well, you're gonna do it anyway. He.
No, I will not, and I will not eat the bugs either.
Yes, you will. Well, no, we're not eating the bugs.
Oh my God! Have you seen some of the articles on how we can start feeding bugs to kids to get their parents to change their mind?
Did you see that shit that Italy was talking about?
Italy protested that. Italy turned against them.
Yeah, Italy
Yeah,
made it
Italy did.
illegal for them to put bugs in food, and then anything that has bugs in it has to be clearly labeled and separated from all other edibles.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, Italy's new prime minister is
Not playing.
she is kicking ass.
Yeah,
That's
because it's
fucking
not-
awesome.
It's not good for you. We can't digest it. The carapace or whatever the hell it's called. We
Chitin.
can't digest.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
we can't
substance
kind of-
called chitin.
Yeah, we can't digest that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
Big-
it's very similar to the keratin that makes up our nails and our hair. It's not something that we can process.
I suspect that's their point, though. I mean, population control, stuff like that. The people suggesting is they obviously don't care about human lives that aren't theirs. So
Yeah. So yeah, no, but yeah, that prime minister of theirs is really kicking ass. I am, you know, I never thought I'd see the day when the Fourth Reich was closing in and I'd be on Italy's side.
That's pretty funny.
But here we are. You know,
You will eat $6 and you will own nothing unless you would like it.
Yeah, no.
I'm not down with this crap. And of course, like every time too that you know the president decides to tweet something about you see all the mouth breathers jump on in his replies talking about you need to there's literally one guy who replies every time you need to go door to door, you need to ban the Second Amendment and go door to door and confiscate everybody's guns.
good fucking luck.
I'm like, you go ahead, you bring it on. Who I don't know who you're sending to my door, but I doubt that they're probably going to want to do it.
I wish I had the clip for this, but you remember that scene in The Dark Knight where the accountant guy he goes through, finds the irregularities, and he goes to Lucius Fox and he says to him, he's like, yeah, I want $10 million every year for the rest of my life. And he goes, let me get this straight. You think that your client, one of the richest, most powerful men on earth, spends his nights beating criminals to a pulp with his bare hands, and your plan is to blackmail this person? Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like that's exactly what that's. It's obviously a different, circumstance, but the sentiment is the same. You want to go after the most armed nation on earth and physically take their weapons from you? That's not going to work.
No, it's going to end quite badly. And yeah, and there's always like foreigners in there too. Like one guy was like from Britain saying that we need to like
Oh
ban,
God.
take all the guns. And I was like, I just literally said, I'm like, you need to mind your own business, Brit. Like, your country's fucked up as it is. Like, don't try to make mine more fucked up.
Dear God, I always get into. It's always the British who come after me when I said I wasn't happy with Bungie talking about Roe v. Wade. I mean, who wants to know where a video game company stands about abortion? It was the British attacking me. Like, dude, this has nothing to do with you. What's your problem? Or I've gotten people from England going on about Ron DeSantis. I'm like, not only do you not live in America, you don't even live in Florida.
Yeah,
it's real simple. I don't care what a video game company's opinions on the price of white rice on a Sunday is. I care about good video games from that company. That's all I give a shit about.
Well, so like Blizzard posted something on Instagram today about how it's been 25 or 30 years since StarCraft came out. And I was like, I loved StarCraft as a kid. I loved it so much that my parents actually banned me from playing it in the house as a kid because I didn't want to do anything else. And if they tried to make me do something else, I'd act like a little shit. But I'm talking about, I was like a fucking, like I was in like, I was becoming a teenager. So I was hormonal as fuck. So they did the right thing. But anyway, I was like, oh, look, back when Blizzard made good games and not political speeches, and some asshole, of course, there's always an asshole who's got to stick their fucking nose where it doesn't belong. And they're like going, they go ahead, dude. What?
For all my British people out there, UA, it looks like Shadow's got some things to say.
Jeez. Wow. Look, you know what? There's a lot of great British people, a lot of great people in the UK. But no, their politics is their stance on. There's probably a lot of people still pissy that we kicked the shit out of them.
Their government's shit, but
with guns.
their government is absolutely shit, and their policies are leading to the utter destruction of that country, and will result in the mass deaths of pretty much everybody there, refugee or otherwise. But a lot of the people are fine, are good people.
Yeah.
No, don't get me started on the new PM of Scotland. First off, his name is Hamza Yusuf. Hamza Yusuf is also the name of a well-known Muslim scholar. You have to spell it right to get the right one. So it's Yousaf, not You or something like that. So it's like, I know a good Hamza Yusuf who isn't him. But he's like, there's too many white people in Scotland. Then why the hell are you Prime Minister of Scotland, you moron? I'm like, you are embarrassing excuse for a Muslim. And then at some point, someone commented like, all these Muslims are butthurt about this guy because nobody likes him. I'm like, yeah, but you don't understand. The moment you made it public that you're a Muslim, I hate to say it, you're representing Muslims. Because a lot of times, if you're in a country where Muslims are minority, I mean, people look at me as an example of Muslims. It's not a choice I have. When I walk out on the street in the hijab, people are going to see me as a representative of Muslims. And it's the same thing with this guy. And he's just a complete and total moron. He's embarrassing. And you know what? He should go back to Pakistan.
Ooh, go back to where he came from, she said.
Yeah, I hate to say it. If you think there's too many white people in Scotland, you moron, go back to where you came from. You want more black people, brown people? Go back to Pakistan then. Scotland.
Scotland. Yeah, I'm about to say it's a very white fucking place.
Yeah, you got a problem with that. I'm sorry. I am
Ladies
sorry.
and gentlemen, the new face of white supremacy.
Look, I'm sorry, but if you can't go into Scotland and be like, oh my God, there are too many white people. Oh, the horror, there are too many. Dude,
see, but the thing is that you can because it's socially acceptable right now.
No, it isn't. It shouldn't be.
It is, though. It is. Unfortunately, it is.
How can you run for PM of Scotland? You represent the people of Scotland, and you're like, oh no, I only represent the brown people of Scotland. None of those white people who don't belong in Scotland.
Well, see, and the problem is that the media has and Hollywood have brainwashed people that they deserve to be treated like garbage. And so it's one of those things that we have to, as a united front of individuals, we need to realize that we're more than just our skin color, unlike Hollywood and the media like to tell us.
Duh, how hard is that? It's skin deep. The whole saying, the expression, it's skin deep. It's on the surface. Never judge a book by its cover. God, people, this is so stupid. I mean, I cannot believe how ridiculously dumb people have reached. When I was a kid, I was watching stuff when I was watching from when I was a kid. I'm like, I didn't know that there were so many people who were black and white in the shows I watched because no one paid attention. Nobody cared.
Nope.
I cannot believe there are schools now holding segregated graduations. I'd be the one. Yes.
Yep, in Michigan. Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Oh, what do you mean, you people?
Yeah.
What do you mean, you people?
Well, them, those people. What
are you saying, cat?
Yeah. It's just so nonsense. Well, because you have these people. So like this Instagram thing. So like, look, I said don't make political statements. This guy's like, when has they ever made a political statement? And I was like, dude, I'm like, if you don't, I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking argue with you, clown. And he's like, oh, it's because you can't make a statement on the internet and not back it up with facts. And I'm like, first off, I can. And then of course, secondly, I posted an article about Blizzard talking about LGBTQ plus. They wanted to hold an event because they want more, and he's like LGBTQ stuff is not political. I said, really? Then how come politicians talk about it every day? Guess what the answer was? Nothing. Because these fucking mouth breathers, they see something and read it and they're like, okay, that's right. It's like, think for yourself, fucker. It's always white people too. That's the worst part about it. It's always the white people like.
Well, the fact of the matter is that your average white person, particularly of certain political bents, but in general, has a self-destructive streak in them. Most of us don't give into it, but some of us do, and some of us give into it so hard that we end up self-destructing everybody around us too.
Mm-hmm. Like, And it's always these self-destructive white people too who want to call it. Let's say Larry here, because obviously we know that Larry has certain beliefs in his life that if you were to tell them about it, they'd be like going, "Oh my God." Like going, "Do you really just hate yourself that much?" And it's like, you just tell a black man that he hates himself. Like, and yes, they do it all the time. And they're like, "Oh,
yeah." And you have a point there. I think it was you who said something a little earlier here. I'm going to bring that back up on screen. This is a point that most people today, they're always talking about nuance and shit, but what they don't get is, like, if you criticize a single person, that does not mean you're criticizing every demographic that person might belong to. It means you're criticizing that person. So yes, I might hate a person. It doesn't have anything to do with that person's race or sex or ethnicity. It has to do with the fact that person is an asshole and I fucking hate him.
Yes.
That's usually my stance on most of it too, is that this person is an asswipe. And and Disney is a prime example. I cover mostly Disney because Disney is by far the worst. And so of course they get severe backlash over the Little Mermaid movie. Not just because Hi, Nomi.
Hi, I'm back. What did I miss?
Oh, just that I was about to quote typo negative here. Shit comes in all hues.
And apparently, I'm the new face of white supremacy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man, I missed a lot.
Yeah, she's taking over for Larry Elder.
Yeah, that's cool. Come on, if I'm waiting up for someone else, Larry Elder is awesome. I love the guy.
Larry Elder's great.
I think Larry Elder's great too. I'm not the one who gave him that title.
Yeah, I know. No, it was
the lady in the gorilla, suit that threw shit at him.
Well, no, because what the LA Times called him that, the new face of white supremacy, in a headline.
Yeah,
every time.
Yeah. The whole thing was just, and that's.
Excuse me.
It was a white lady in a gorilla mask, by the way.
Yeah. It was an overweight white lady in a gorilla mask, who I think had it looked like a weed whacker had cut her hair.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that's a trend now.
Yeah, it is. God. I don't get it because, like, first of all, a weed whacker's like at minimum 4 feet long. Like the trigger's that far away from the actual whacking head. Like, just the logistics of that doesn't make any sense. So no wonder it comes out looking bad. But
you mean no more has returned? That's pretty funny.
Oh my god.
That's actually really
this is now internet lore and it is not going anywhere.
Oh my god, that's great.
Dang. Well,
you've made it on the internet now because now you've got fucking internet lore.
And
it's better than the tree touching you.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Poor Tom.
That is awesome.
A tree touched me.
A tree touched me.
G&G, he's busy this weekend at MegaCon. He was running live streams for G&G this weekend. Good on him. The reason
why I'm Gonzilla just because I'm eating rice in the background. I don't want people seeing me eating rice.
You just don't want to get clipped with something put in your mouth.
No, chances are because oh my god, yeah.
You're safe as long as Kohai isn't in it.
Yeah, you know why? You know why she's afraid of that? It's because of this.
Yeah.
Well, my mic is on and I'm eating rice, so chances are you'll probably hear me choking on a grain of rice that went down the wrong tube. So,
oh my god.
And that has happened. I went to the hospital. Oh wait, you guys don't even I just met you guys not that long ago. But in December, I'm going to put my camera on. I went to the ER because I choked on boba pearls. And I couldn't breathe. Have you ever had boba tea, Ryan?
No.
Did you not watch the book of Boba Fett? There's those little things that Fennec Shan kept in her purse.
No, that's not it. No, that is not it, Samuel.
What is this boba tea?
It's a drink with what do they fill their little thingies? I haven't had it in years.
So it's like these little balls. They're tapioca pearls, and they're edible, and you can eat them. So you put it
isn't tapioca pudding?
Yeah, but it's like a solid. It's a solid, and they put it in a drink. So I usually get a coconut milk tea, half sweetened with tapioca pearls. And I went with my cousin and my
Why?
sister. Why?
It's
Because it's
Japanese.
delicious.
Why the
something-
fuck are there balls in the drink?
Because it's
Why
Never
not?
mind. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. But
Nomi,
it's
why do you have balls in your drink?
because it's the only way I can get balls.
God damn it! Why? I hate you guys. My mind now automatically goes to the gutter. Thank you so much. A year ago, it would have gone to the gutter. Now it's like, damn it! It's so wholesome.
Did Ryan almost just fall out of his chair?
Back, I'll tell you what. I'm a large man too, so it wouldn't have taken much. So I guess I wasn't a good.
Oh.
But it's a delicious treat to have.
It is good. I haven't had it in years because I don't. Look, I have no. I go to work. I go to home. Okay, that's it. All right.
I'll get when I catch up with you, Kat. I'll get you a boba tea. But boba tea, yes, is what the drink that I described: coconut sweet milk tea with tapioca pearls. I was with my cousin and my sister in December, and we're just like having a jolly good old time, talking about whatever's happening in our lives. And then as I was drinking, I was also like inhaling I was drinking the pearls as well, and something happened funny where I inhaled it, and the tapioca pearls went directly into my lungs, and some got caught right here behind like the windpipe right here. And in that moment, I was banging the table, coughing vigorously, and I'm grabbing my cousin, like shaking her because I can't breathe. And she thought I was laughing because of what was said, because it was a funny moment, but she didn't know I was actually dying. So I kept pounding my chest, and it finally went down, but whatever was right here still stuck inside. And I was like, okay, like I can breathe now, I can talk. That's all that matters. So the next day, I still felt that pain right here. My voice completely shot, and I sounded like a squeaky toy. And I was like, okay, it's tapioca pearls, it's edible, so it'll dissolve. Yeah. And then the third day came around, I still have this pain here, still sound like a squeaky toy. I was like, I'm gonna go to the ER because I don't feel good. I don't sound good, I don't feel good. Went to the ER, explained to them, and they all looked at me like if I was crazy. Like, so you inhaled boba tapioca pearls? Like, yes. Do you not hear my voice that I sound like a squeaky toy? So they got me in. They did x-rays and everything, and then they put me back into my room, and like a couple of doctors came in like, can you do this real quick? So they just asked me to stretch out my neck like that, and then one doctor put pressure right here, and I just started throwing up everywhere, and there was 6 pearls stuck right here. And and then I was like, well, I thought it just evolved because it's an edible, it's a food. He's like, yeah, we thought that too, but I don't know, but maybe because it was in your windpipe. So
don't drink that crap. That's deadly.
That seems like a risky thing to ingest.
You know what the bad thing is that there are people out there. I bet you there's some kind of niche for that for lonely men, and I'm willing to bet that some sick pervert is gonna. I'm not even gonna go there.
You just did.
I just say
this.
I
just lived there. What are you
I'll just say this. I'm glad you're okay, because Jesus.
Yeah.
I choked on a piece of chicken once at what was it called?
That was chicken.
Well, I choked on it.
It was a tentacle.
No, what is that place in Colorado? It they have all the pasta and stuff. You can get like macaroni and like grilled chicken on top of it.
No clue.
Chick-fil-A.
No, it's not Chick-fil-A.
Olive Garden?
Hold on, anyway, long story short.
Where in Colorado?
It's in Denver. It's there's a lot in Denver. It's
Raising Cane's? No,
I'll look it up. Anyway, I fucking accidentally, I was laughing at my girlfriend at the time, and I accidentally inhaled a piece of chicken, and I started fucking choking right there, and I literally couldn't like talk. Like I literally couldn't like, and she's like, "Oh my god!" And I choked it up within a couple seconds, but that freaked me the fuck out.
Was it white meat or dark? Hey Ryan, was it white meat or dark meat?
It was white meat.
Dang. So you have a preference.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's real. Choking on food, and once you're in that moment, it is a awful feeling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yes, it is. It is an awful feeling. It's not fun, especially if you don't know if you're going to come out the other side on, intact.
Yeah. And then, not only that, cherry on top of me going to the hospital in the ER and the doctor's laughing at me like, oh, this dumb girl, like she choked on tapioca pearls. Not only that, they ran several tests because at the time the RVS virus was going around, which is like as a respiratory virus. So they thought I would have it because I kept wheezing a lot. No, I tested positive for COVID while I was at the hospital.
Jeez.
Oh God.
Yeah. I was like, well, this sucks. So yeah.
Good
But I
God.
lost like 5 pounds because I didn't eat for like.
So look on the bright
On
side.
the
I guess.
bright side.
Yeah, I'll give you guys the top secret that I have of losing 5 pounds in 3 days.
They're almost dying.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'll avoid that one. No offense.
Yeah. And you also have a delicious treat while you're at it.
No, I don't want that treat.
You don't want tapioca balls in your mouth, Ryan?
I mean,
No, if balls are going to be in a mouth, I prefer my balls in somebody else's mouth.
Hey, Nomi.
You opened the door. Sorry, I just walked through it.
Hey, Kat, Nomi, I got a story for you.
Oh God, here
Pray
we go.
tell, Larry, what is it?
this is never a good sign when he starts a story with that.
Yeah.
That's not. This is
Yeah.
okay.
Well, it was back in my army days, but we were deploying out. We were training to deploy out somewhere. I ended up not going, but the point is that on pass, me and two other people, me and this other guy and this girl, we got invited to a house party that was being thrown by the family of a staff sergeant that we were with, and the girl, of course, she wasn't 21. She gets knocked down drunk, hits
Oh.
on this fat, ugly dude who had also been drinking, and then they both disappear. And then they reappear. She walks in with a smile on her face. He walks in looking like he just got attacked by a lion. So I think you can figure where they went and what they went and did. So now, not only am I pissed off that this girl is now falling down drunk, and I now am gonna have to, me and my other friend are gonna have to watch this girl on the way back. But she drank so much that she didn't even eat any food. We're on the freeway. We're in the
God.
car driving. Me and the guy, we're in the back seat. The guy is sleeping. He's got his hood over his head. I'm falling asleep. This genius, instead of telling the sergeant, "Hey, pull over, I'm going to throw up," this genius decided to roll down her window and throw up
no.
outside the window. And since she was short, her seat was scrolled all the way up.
Ugh.
My friend was sleeping. He had the hood all the way down over his face. I, on the other hand, had my eyes closed and was yawning with my mouth wide open. And
Oh
Ugh.
God.
when she threw up, the wind blew all of that alcohol she had just threw up right down my throat.
Oh God.
And when I got out,
Ugh.
I was covered from my face all the way down my pants and whatever the hell it was she drank. And it was down my throat. My throat was burning. I was so mad. I was
Oh,
so
God.
mad at that girl.
God.
That's disgusting, Larry, and I'm sorry you experienced that.
God, I don't drink.
Yep.
Speaking of, I figured out if you've ever heard of Noodles and Company, that's where it was that I choked on the chicken.
Oh, Noodles and Company. Okay. Yeah.
because they have like the mac and cheese and
Noodles
like
and Company is fantastic. I used to work for those guys.
Yeah, no, it
I'm
was.
sure you
I
did.
got that.
You can mock them all you like, Larry. It's a fantastic restaurant.
No, I'm saying they had you and your tentacles out in the street corner. They had you on the corner making.
No,
food.
I was in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm sure you were in the back.
In the kitchen, yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure you were.
yeah. I was
Cooking
preparing
brownies.
the food of the people.
Yeah, I'm sure you were. You were cooking brownies.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, what an experience that was.
Yeah,
So
their chicken is not. It's cut pretty large.
it is cut pretty large. Yeah.
Too
So
large to choke on?
No, no, not generally. Although one time I went there and I ordered a big bowl of macaroni and cheese, and what they do with that is they get the biggest, juiciest, like elbow noodles, and then they'll put 2 or 3 different kinds of cheeses just melted over them. The bowl's piled high. But if you order chicken with that, usually you get, chunks of chicken breast that have been, grilled or roasted or however, you want it prepared and all that stuff. And one time I ordered that, and instead of chopping the damn thing up, it had an entire grilled chicken breast on top of it.
Oh no!
Wow.
And I was like, I think I just hit the lottery, but I don't have a knife.
Yeah. No,
it's on a bowl.
Yeah, it's literally in a bowl on top of a bunch of mac and cheese, which is fucking phenomenal.
And
by
they
the way.
pile those bowls high.
Yeah,
high. It's a lot of food for a reasonable
a lot of food.
price. Yeah, they were a good company to work for too. It didn't work out because I was occupied with some less than legal activities at the time, and yeah, it didn't work out. But it was a good company to work for while I did.
I never eaten there, despite that I've always driven by one. I've never eaten there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, they do got good food, but yeah, I thought I was gonna fucking die. That's the only time I've ever fucking choked on a piece of food.
Your life flashes before your eyes, and then you're like, "Wow, I didn't think chicken would take me out like this."
Yeah, I know. Well, especially right in front of my girlfriend too, and in front of like the whole entire fucking restaurant, so they all fucking notice because I'm like, and she's like, "Oh my god, are you choking?" And it's like, yeah. Then of course, like, and it came up, and I'm like I've never coughed that hard in my life. It felt like my fucking neck hurt afterwards for like a couple of days.
It's a real feeling. It hurts.
Yeah. I just checked. Shadow just screenshot me with the blue dildo
on Cat's channel.
On Cat's channel with 18 people watching live. Oh, that's great. That's pretty good, kid. That's pretty good, kid. Good job on that one. That's funny. I like that.
Wait, so I have never.
That's the thumbnail for the stream?
Oh, I hope not.
How is that the thumbnail for the stream?
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
It's not. It's not.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say I wouldn't care, but it's like, you have to set the thumbnail, or if you don't, it'll just have your standard your standard header picture, which that's why I had to update the thumbnail.
It'll either do that, or it'll occasionally it'll pick, like on Cat's channel, like if you whenever you're live, usually the thumbnail will be like a screen capture of some random point during the live stream, but then it'll go back to your like normal whatever after it's over for the most part. So, but yeah, it shouldn't be. I hope it's not. That's funny.
Yeah, like I said, it really doesn't bother me. I don't care. Like we're all public figures. We're gonna get memed to the fucking moon and back.
Yeah.
And if like the people that get butthurt too, for being on the internet, they get all grumpy and shit. It's like, what did you expect? Did you think you weren't gonna get on the internet and people weren't gonna make fun of you? Like, seriously? Like, what world do you live in?
Oh God, yeah.
And it's even worse if you put your face on camera, because like Samiel doesn't put his face on camera. It's hard to make fun of him. But like me, it's like, I don't care. Like I'll literally pause for effect and be like, whatever. That'll probably be another meme coming soon, I'm sure.
Most likely. But you invite it too.
Oh, of course I do. I'm a clown. Make fun of me.
Please put dildos in my mouth. This is Brian.
It's like I want people to realize you can be made fun of and have a fucking sense of humor about it. We need to find that again.
That's not you're not getting rimmed by the cactus, Shadow. You're getting fucked by the cactus. There's nothing like rim jobby about it. It's just jamming straight in there.
I'll say you're getting the Jack Murphy. He said it just touched the rim, but no, that was in there, kid. Just embrace it.
Oh God.
She's
gearing up.
She is. She actually sent me an update of the one. She said she was having a little trouble singling your voice out, Nomi. So you might have got off lucky. But she's getting much better at this sort of thing. So maybe not forever.
Okay.
She's gonna sit on that clip for like 6 months, and then all of a sudden she's like, "It worked! It worked!"
Oh,
Maybe
wow.
if it's in my favor that it doesn't work, then this is probably the first and last that you'll ever see a mistake for me. But don't quote me on that.
I doubt it. You're on too many fucking streams.
Yeah.
You're on.
Hey, you guys, here.
We can't do that to you.
Yeah, I would feel so bad if somebody
Kohai
did
wouldn't.
that.
Yeah.
And this is why
I even kind of feel like Kohai might have a little bit of a limit on that one because
Yeah, you know what? This is why Ryan's my favorite.
that's why.
He's a gentleman.
I don't know. I just see Kohai said no, I wouldn't. Yeah,
You
it's
think-
just
Do you think
Yes,
this
you
guy's a gentleman?
Yes, he's a gentleman.
That guy.
It's just very, very
What?
deep down.
Look, I'm a gentleman. I
Like-
swallow.
It's like trickle down manners.
Oh my gosh.
Look, you know what? Sometimes you got to be raised right. You really should swallow.
You ever hear that old joke about the two people are
wait.
two old people are together in bed, and the one turns to the other and says, "Honey, for God's sake, it's 3 a.m. Spit or swallow."
Shadow, you're now my favorite. You're like my little brother. Anyone hurts you, I'll break their nose and their neck and everything else in Minecraft.
That kid goes from 0 to 100 in like no time flat.
Yeah, that's a little much. Would it not be enough to make them a corpse? I mean, at that point, they're not going to feel any of your.
Yeah, but but he has
Vengeance
made them
anyway.
into a corpse. So you see, that's why I think this whole feminism thing is stupid. Because like a woman wants a guy who will look after her.
Mhm.
Plain and simple.
This is
If a
true.
guy says they're gonna, that's how you win a woman over.
But you guys don't like girly men?
No.
I was
Ew.
told that you should be a male feminist because women love that. And they're not fucking creeps at all.
Ryan, I hate to break it to you, but someone lied to you.
No,
I'm
they're
sorry.
lying.
No,
They're lying.
if-
They're lying to this new generation.
If you're going that feminist way to get a girlfriend, Ryan, you're doing it all wrong. I'll let you
Mhm.
know on that one.
Well, that's what they tell these young guys, like going, you're so full of toxic masculinity, and you need to be more sensitive, and you need to acknowledge that you're whatever, and it's just like,
No.
okay,
Well, okay. I have like an interesting story on like what you just said about toxic masculinity. There's this one guy in my friend group back in Colorado. I love the guy, but can tolerate him just a little bit. It's like, okay, like this, I love him, but he's on my nerve. Anyway, he likes to like portray like he's the big tough guy and like he has it together. He is a well-established guy, I'll give him that. But he for some reason likes to be the most masculine guy in the room, especially with other guys. It's like, okay, that to me is unattractive. And he tries to like one up another guy. Very unattractive. Anyway, I'm with some friends at a restaurant, and me and guy friend were actually like getting along, like, all right, cool. Hey, do you want to go get ice cream? Me and this guy are like, yeah, let's go. And here comes toxic friend, cockbox me with friend that I was interested in, and he's like, oh yeah, you guys are like ready to go, like, let's go ahead and leave. So he ended that. Yeah, he ended that.
1, 2,
I
play.
don't.
Yeah,
That was-
Shadow's good at doing that.
1.
Yeah.
I think toxic friends had a thing for you.
Well, here's the thing. He has said this multiple times that
Mm-hmm.
he is attracted to Hispanic women.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I had never seen him step up. It's like, all right. But the thing is, like, I was not attracted to toxic guy. I was attracted to nerdy guy, but not a toxic guy. So me and nerdy guy got cock blocked, and we never got our ice cream, and now I don't live in that area anymore.
Yeah, that's some gay shit right there.
Yeah, so that's something about toxic masculinity. If you were a guy, please don't be that one guy who tries to one up on the others and make yourself this most masculine guy ever. Because that was unattractive. Kat, is that unattractive to you?
Yeah, because it feels like they're trying to, they're compensating for something. A confident man who isn't trying to one up other guys, just being himself, but is, confident, strong man, but who doesn't need to up himself over others because he's so he's confident in himself that he doesn't. It's like what they're doing in Hollywood where they bring down men so women are stronger. You don't need that. Just be yourself, but don't be a feminist.
Yeah, don't be a feminist. And toxic guy never stepped up. If he wanted to say something, I'm the type of person to just say something in my face because I don't take social cues from guys very well. And it'll literally go over my head like, cool.
Yes.
Well,
I didn't know.
It shouldn't be like that either. Just for the record, if you're interested in somebody, all you have to say is like, hey, what are you doing Saturday? You want to go do this? And it's like, you mean like a date? And it's like, yeah, like a date. It's not that hard.
And that's what Nerdy Friend was going to do. Like, Nerdy Friend was the one who asked if I wanted to go leave our friends to go get ice cream. And that's literally all it was. Because there was an ice cream shop next door to the place that we were at.
Yeah. It's kind of a shame that you guys never had a chance to reschedule. Because that's a douche move. That's a punk ass move. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Somebody's echoing.
Yeah, well, I can tell you this. Like, people have told me that someone has flirted with me, and I've like long after the fact, and I'd be like, really? So I don't get it. I don't pick up the social cues either.
Yeah.
So
well, I don't think women should need to pick up a social cue. If you're going to flirt with somebody, you might and you're interested in them, eventually just ask them out. And I mean, it happened with one of my ex-girlfriends. She worked for a separate company, but she worked in the store that I worked in, and I asked her out, and she actually initially said no, but I asked her out a little bit later, and she gave me her phone number, and then she's like, I don't know if this is a good idea, intermingling, even though we don't work at the same company, I still have to work here every once in a while, it might be a bad idea. And I said, okay, here's my phone, here's your phone number, feel free to delete it. And she's like, no, you can keep it. She's like, that was awesome. And I was like, okay, cool. So, and it's really not that fucking hard. I mean, she's my ex-girlfriend now, but this is before I moved to Florida, so it's been a long time. But yeah, it's not that hard, guys. Like, if you're gonna like somebody, just fucking do it.
Yeah, don't overcomplicate it. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Because like how I just said earlier, it's like I don't read social cues from men very well, but the fact that Nerdy Friend, like, we were talking for a little while, but he's like, hey, do you want to go get ice cream? He made the move, like asking me, he's like, hey, that sounds great. But when you have a toxic friend, if you don't have a toxic friend, that's great. Perfect for you guys. But just watch out for that. I can confidently say, like, me and Nerdy Friend, like, we still keep in contact because we keep up with the work drama that is happening at the office. But that's it.
Yeah, I think toxic friend was just jealous friend.
Yeah.
I really think that's what it was, and he never had the guts to say anything.
Yeah, and here's the thing: I don't have like I was terribly mad that he did do that to me, but I do want the best for him. Like, I know he's attracted to the spicy quesadillas like me, and I hope that he does. And I do hope he has like there's someone for him. Like, I'm not that. I don't
never
hate him
heard
that
it
much
put
for
like that.
Yeah. And who was taller, you or him? Who was taller, you or him?
Toxic guy or nerdy guy?
No. I'm sorry. Yeah, toxic guy.
He's about an inch or two taller than me.
And he probably still wanted you to step on him.
What is it with you and feet, dude?
It's not about her feet, fool.
No, it's about feet in general.
The question is, what is it with you and feet? I wasn't even going there. That's not even what I was gonna say. That's the second time this week you said something.
I like how Samuel literally.
What is it with you and rattlesnakes?
What's with you and feet?
You and Ryan's butthole? What is it with you and Ryan?
Well, I mean, he's got a pretty succulent butthole.
I tell you what, I put in the work.
Well, you know what?
Got to do them Kegels at your station.
Here's the thing, though, Nomi. It's I mean, maybe Nerdy Guy was shy, but I mean, if that was me, I would have said something right then and there. I'd be like, hey, I'm about to take Nomi for some ice cream. I don't know where you're going, but we're going over here. So, at some point, it was up to him to say something too. I mean, somebody can try to cock block all they want, and I've been in that situation where a girl's walked up to me and said something, and then one of her friends come running up, and I was like, what are you doing? Why were we just no?
Yeah, well, I remember that evening so well is because when Toxic Guy came, he like interrupted me and Nerdy Guy. He kind of made it known to everybody. He's like, "Oh, hey guys, I guess we're leaving. Let's go ahead and like pack up and leave." So he made it known that the night was over for everyone.
Yeah, he was trying to get everybody to kind of rain on your parade.
Yeah, but I can't confidently not well. He and I keep in contact, but we had Chinese food once because I had to help him out on a. He was moving to his new house and he did not have a vehicle big enough to move some big items, and I do, so I was able to use my truck for that. So, and he got me Chinese food as a thank you. I was like, okay, well, it's not ice cream, but I'll take the Chinese food. And I had to help you move, so it's not ideal date, but it's okay. I'll take it.
Did you help him set up his bed, test it out?
No, I did not. But we watched the season of Outer Banks, and that was it while we were eating the food. And I was like, all right, well, I'm leaving. Bye.
The season?
Good grief.
It's a long
Thanks for dinner. See ya.
Speaking of Ryan and going over the line, this is the updated version of
oh my
of
God.
the grossness. So
Yeah, one actually kind of disturbs me a little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
Just slightly. I'm like, wow. It's like a bunch of anime.
You do fine work, but it's fucked up.
Yeah.
It sounded like Ryan too.
It sounded like a bunch of extreme anime fucking noises just all crammed into
the first couple of screams, it sounds very much like she's clipped your voice.
Yeah,
it does.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I did mimic Nomi several times.
That is very true.
So
and so did Larry. You guys are more than welcome to mimic that noise right now.
I don't want to right now.
Go ahead, Kat.
I'm not feeling it anymore.
Ryan's like, I don't want to. It's gonna get clipped again.
Hey, Kat, you know what? I almost forgot. I've been wanting to ask you this for months.
Yes.
So you've had to open like during like Black Friday sales and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever had any fights break out in your store over video games or any other merch? Really?
No. In fact, my first Black Friday, I was utterly terrified. I was like, "Oh my God!" And I was going to be on this when I was going to be on the sales floor. After that, I'm no longer on the sales floor. I go out on the sales floor, but my primary job isn't helping people. But my first year, I was like, "Oh my God!" I've seen all these pictures on TV of horrible things happening on Black Friday, and they're like, nothing happens. Nothing happens at all. The store gets very busy, but I think it's sort of like how when that rare case when an airplane crashes, it's like the big deal when you have thousands of flights that go perfectly normal. I think it's the same thing with Black Friday, where you have all those thousands of stores open where everything goes perfectly normal, but that one store where people go absolutely nuts, they show it over and over and over again. Because I can tell you, I've been doing this for years and nothing. Like absolutely, like it was like just busy, just very, very busy. That's about it.
Well,
in fact,
I was just gonna say also at the same time, you don't work at the lovely place called Walmart, and that seems to be a very, very distinct factor in that.
Well, maybe I do. I might.
There's a lot of other stores. It's fine. We can rule out Walmart. Trust me. It's like...
But no, I think the worst incident was one that really pissed me off. Was this dude on not Black Friday, the day before Christmas. So it's Christmas Eve and stores close early on Christmas Eve. And this guy, so there's all these stores do it. They limit the number of, for example, with the iPad, you can only buy a certain number of each type. So you can buy like 15 iPads, but it's only a certain number of each one. So like of the 64 gig. And this guy was throwing a fit because he was one iPad short of like 9. And like, dude, and he was Jewish. So it's like, dude, it's not even, it's the day before Christmas. Hanukkah's already passed. And you're pissed that you didn't get your goddamn, and there's a massive line growing behind the guy. And he spent like an hour trying to find for him this goddamn iPad. It's like, show a little respect. It's not your holiday. Come on. I mean, I wouldn't be doing the same thing either because Christmas isn't my holiday. That one really, he was at it for like at least an hour. They had to try and find him this goddamn iPad.
Yeah, there's always assholes like that though. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand Black Friday because it's like, and you'll see the scams too. It's like like the normal price, and then of course they're like, it's like $499, and then of course like they drop it like just a couple of dollars, but they actually originally jacked it up first before they like it's
Actually, all right, you want to know all I'll give you this. There's one thing that does that. I've seen high-end stuff do that. So like high-end appliances, high-end home theater stuff.
Yep.
They do that. But in actuality, a lot of the sale prices that you see at Black Friday I've seen throughout the year.
Yeah.
You have to when it comes down to it, smart shopping. But on top of that, and I think the problem is the stores are trying to break the Black Friday mentality. Because you'll see Amazon the month before Black Friday. They're like, Black Friday prices guaranteed. They'll have certain items where they're like, it's on sale down to $20. And they'll be like, this is our guaranteed Black Friday price. It will not go lower than this. And yet people don't buy it. They wait because in their brain, they think that somehow it's going to be a better deal on Black Friday. They do it. Every store does that. Walmart, Best Buy, Target, you name it. They all have sales going on for a month in advance. But this is the guaranteed Black Friday price. And yet somehow everyone still ends up shopping on Black Friday.
I know that working for USPS formerly that a lot of the Black Friday mentality is kind of ceased a lot, and even like what was it, what they call it, Cyber Monday or whatever.
Monday, yeah.
I know a lot of people who would start Christmas shopping in like October just to start getting it out of the way.
Yeah.
And a lot more people were doing that I saw. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have a bunch of packages coming shopping for Christmas. And I'm like, oh, in October, it's like, yeah, we like to get it out of the way. And you would even see some people starting even at the end of September because they're like, I'm not dealing with that crap. And I'm like, I don't blame you. I wouldn't. I've worked retail before. It sucks.
Honestly, look, I
worked on the floor. You work you get to work, behind the scenes, and I know you love that. So, but no, I worked on the floor and I hated it. I fucking despised it.
No, well, the thing is also this. For a couple of years, I made every year a inside retailer's guide to holiday shopping. So, for example, everyone assumes Amazon is the cheapest. On the contrary, as someone who was looking at the prices for video games, you want to know who had the best prices? I think it was last year, or is it the year before for video games? GameStop and Best Buy, not Amazon. All of the sales on Amazon were less than the sales at GameStop and Best Buy of all places. Blew my mind. So everyone assumes Amazon is the cheapest. They usually sell out the fastest, but their prices aren't always the best. Far from it. The other thing I tell people is to get a goddamn car that fixes your goddamn television. Don't come to the freaking store with a goddamn
bad so quick.
I know. Why is it so south?
Fucking cussing! You come in with an SUV. Okay,
get a bigger car, peasants.
No. First off, they come with an SUV, and the back of the trunk is full of crap. And they're like, I bought a 65-inch television. Can you honey? You knew you were going to come to the store to pick up your television. Why did you empty your trunk? Oh, and then they have their child. And you're just the number of times where you're looking at them. There was this one instance where I looked at it, I went, that's not going to fit. And then the manager comes in and he's like, well, let's give it a try. I'm like, it's not going to fit. It's too wide. He goes out. He looks again. He looks like, you know what? She's right. It's not going to fit. I'm like, dude, I told you it's not going to fit. It's like, you have to go get a U-Haul, but get a goddamn car that fits whatever you're buying or whatever. Half these companies now provide free delivery if you're buying a big TV. So just don't go there with a minivan stuffed to the gills thinking you're going to freaking 65-inch. And you know what? Be nice to people. It may come as a shock. I love my retail job, but keep in mind, especially on Black Friday, they make people work 12-hour shifts. And yeah, you are mandatorily they make you work a 12-hour shift on Black Friday. Everyone is working 12-hour shifts. So try to be a little nice. It's not like we're not hiding stuff from you on purpose just to be mean. You know, if I tell you it's gone, it's gone. We don't have it.
We had stuff to be mean. When I was working at the retail store that I was at, heck yeah, we did. We wanted to make it as difficult for them as possible to get to that stuff, and it worked too.
No. The thing is also, if you're nice to people, they're going to be nice back. So I had, like, if a person is a very nice person, I had a very nice person. I went out of my way to find what they wanted. Really went out of my way. The guy was overjoyed. It was some stupid thing, but I found it for him. On the other hand, when I was working at the library, this guy wanted one of the Spider-Man movies, I think it was. I don't remember. And he called, and we told him, look, somebody's borrowed it. It's due to be returned today, but we can't put a reserve for it because it's a new movie. So he called literally every half hour asking if the movie had been returned. I'm like, look, we can't hold it for you. If you by chance happen to call and it's here, we'll put it aside for you. But if somebody else borrows it, we can't do anything about it. Called every half hour. The moment the movie came back, I borrowed it. And then when he called 15 minutes later, I'm sorry, sir. Someone just borrowed the movie. It won't be back for 2 days. F you. Well, we didn't say the F you part. Because, like, if you're nice to people, they're going to try to be nice back. If you're a goddamn jerk who comes in then people are going to give you the bare minimum.
Yeah, that is true. It's like that old adage about wait staff and kitchen staff. Don't fuck with people who handle your food.
That's fucking facts. I don't ever fuck with people who make my food. And even if like something's wrong, I'm always super nice about it. And if it's only something small, like I could like, oh, they put tomatoes on it, which, you know, it used to be a thing. I like tomatoes now, but it's like, you know, I don't say anything now. I'm like, nope. Like if it's something you can get around, don't say nothing.
Yep.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah, Shadow, I'm not going to put that up on screen. I'm aware of it. Don't care.
No, but I mean,
yeah, no, I saw that. Nobody cares.
No, but I mean, if you are nice to people, if you just are nice, they are going to want to be nice back. If you come in with a chip on your shoulder and you act like a Karen, well, people aren't going to be directly mean to you. They're not going to go out of their way to help you. So it isn't just just in general with all people. You go into a store and you want to buy a video game and there's only one copy and everyone and you come in here like, how dare you not have it? I demand this. And it's like, they're gonna be like, yeah, we can't find it. On the other hand, if you're nice and you're like, you know, I really, you know, they will go out of their way to try and find it for you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I can share a story, Kat, I don't know if it can top like your anger. Here.
Is that what we're doing now? We're topping stories?
No, well, the TV thing really gets to me because it's like you come in, you know you're going to pick up a TV. You have a trunk full of crap. And you didn't think for a moment that maybe you should empty out your trunk before you go and pick up a 65-inch television?
Tie it to the roof.
Yeah.
Actually, what
I was going to share, Kat, because I did a Disney college program 10 years ago. It was fun. I liked the job. But here's the thing. There's a lot of people who are unaware of what character is owned by a certain franchise or certain company, Disney and WB. Let's just use that. I remember being on the floor one day and there was a lady. She's like, hey, where are your Tweety Bird stuffed animals? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. That's Warner Brothers, and that's at Universal. You can find that at Universal Studios. Like, okay, well, where's the studios? Clear opposite side of Orlando, where we're at Magic Kingdom. And she's like, well, I was here last year, and they had a display of Tweety Birds. So she was arguing with me that they had Tweety Birds at Disney World. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry, ma'am, that we do not have Tweety Birds, but that is a Warner Brothers owned character, and this is Disney. We have other characters here like Mickey Mouse, but she was so like she did not want to change her mind for anything, and it got out of hand where managers had to come and explain to her like it is at Universal Studios. We can't help her because when you're working at Disney World, you have to go above and beyond helping of what they want in that item. Now, if it's completely sold out, there is the online version, but you have to tell them like it is online, but it's going to be a week process to get it to you. But this lady's like, no, Tweety birded everything. I had it here. Like, I have to get it for my daughter. It's like, all right, I'll let it to the managers because I'm not going to deal with this ignorance. And it even came to the point, too, where I got asked several times, where in Magic Kingdom can I find Hogwarts Castle?
Oh, God, no.
Oh, Jesus.
That is a real question that I got several times while working at Disney World. I was like, well, that's at Universal Studios. This is Magic Kingdom and Disney World.
God bless you.
Yeah.
I have no desire to work there.
Like I said, fun job. I never had a bad day. I really did until the air conditioners went out. I was a little testy. I was testy there. I will tell you that. But as far as the ignorance of people, like I went past it because there's other people who were actually jolly and know everything about Disney. That's where you kind of go and talk to those people so you can mental out. Like, yes, thank you for understanding that Princess Tiana is an actual princess versus, I don't know, what was it? I can't remember the conversation, but yeah. Yeah.
You know, Primal One says something here, and I agree that the problem is that on both sides of the service industry, customer and customer service, there is a general lack of common courtesy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And that is the problem. Yes, customers should be courteous. They absolutely should be, because you should always be courteous when you're interacting with a person, especially a person you've never met in public. However, customer service has forgotten what that means.
Yes. No, I'm going to say, yeah.
There is a reason that the customer is always right. It's because you want their custom. You want them to keep coming back. You want them to keep bringing their business. And if you are rude or disrespectful or, any number of things along those lines, you will lose that business. And yes, one customer might not seem like all that much business. It's not that big a deal. But if other customers see that interaction, they're going to assume that it's going to happen to them, and they will take their business elsewhere. And then they will tell their friends and their families.
Yes. Yep. Studies show that a person who's had a bad experience will share it with 3 other people.
Yep.
Whereas a good experience, though, let me just say this, one of the things that really pisses me off, and this is what really is, I'll be carrying something ridiculously heavy and big, and I'll be walking, and someone will stop me. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll explain to you all about the PlayStation 5 while I'm carrying this 40-pound sound bar on my shoulder. Really appreciate that one. That one used to, I'd get people coming up to me, I'd be elbow deep in some electronic thing that I'm supposed to be fixing, and be like, yeah, it's all of it, can you show me? No.
My favorite thing when I was working for USPS is I would get people all the time. They'd be like, I have a package coming. It's like, okay, awesome. When are you supposed to get it? Today. And it's like, okay. Do you have bye. It's like, do you have do you know who it's coming with? Do you have a tracking number? They're like, no. Okay. They're like, well, so do you have it? It's like, no. Like, well, how do I figure out where it is? You need a tracking number. Do they not give you one of those? And then, of course, like the next day too, they'd be like, going, oh, it came on that brown truck, and I'm like, that's UPS. I'd get people all the time too. They'd be like, oh, package pickup, and then like you get there and it's like it's got a FedEx label, and I'm like, are you guys fucking shitting me with this?
What? And see, that's what I'm saying. I can see both sides, man. On the customer service side, yes, 99% of the people you're going to interact with are abject idiots. This is a fact. Mm-hmm. However, your job is to smile and put up with it as politely as possible.
Oh, I did. Trust me.
Yeah. which is why it amazes me with like companies like Disney or all these companies insulting their fans. It's like us who've worked in retail, low-level retail people, right? You who's worked for USPS, right? We know even when our customers are acting like total idiots to be as polite as possible because we want them to come back. But the morons at Disney don't know that. The people who make millions don't understand that how do they not know this? This is like common sense.
Because it's Disney.
Well,
and they have no desire to care.
Yeah, the people at the top, the ones who actually make the millions, they don't interact with the populace.
No,
they don't care.
Mhm.
That's not their job. That's the job of the peons that they pay.
We are beneath them, Kat.
I mean,
we are, yeah.
In all my years working in retail, right, we only threw out one customer, and this guy was being down. I heard about it after the fact, and they're like, this guy was being downright racist, like one of those rare instances towards one of the guys in the store. Like he was downright, and it was like it was like at the last straw. He was like, I found out later, my GM was like, get the fuck out of my store. It was like, dude, I wish I'd been there to see that.
No, these
and occasionally you have to do something like that.
Yeah.
But the problem today is that with the internet, with Yelp, even one bad review can bring a business down because they're not telling 3 people like your stats suggested. They're telling millions.
Yeah. No, but this was, like I said, it was one time in all my years of working that I saw someone get. I
think he did the right thing. I absolutely do. But it's a fine line, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ignorance is bliss, and people should cherish that.
I miss that. Those days before the goddamn internet and everyone had a camera and a.
You know what they didn't have in the days of before the goddamn internet, though? Online gaming.
Hey, we had video games. We didn't need it. I mean, I'm playing Warframe, right? Okay.
Yes, we know. Always we know.
That's funny because she does her Saturday gaming stream earlier, and it's titled Random Games, and I jump into it, and it's fucking Warframe on the screen. I was like, random, really?
Hey, I played Destiny. The reason it was Warframe was because I was going to play Destiny, and it wouldn't let me log in, so I played Warframe, then Destiny, then Evil West.
Shadow, we know.
I'm playing Warframe. Did you know that?
Yeah. But my point is like that sort of thing that didn't exist then either. But it wasn't necessarily a bad thing, if you ask me.
No.
You know, I think the internet has made things in the world a lot more connected and a lot easier, but it's also made things a lot worse in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, this right here, what we're doing now, what we're capable, you know, the conference call that we're having, and we're having it in front of an audience and all that stuff. I think this is a good thing, and I think this is a good product of the internet. But it's not the only product of the internet, and by far, it's not even close to split down the middle, split evenly as far as good and bad. It's mostly bad.
Yeah.
I mean, remember Lubin Tubin? That was on a call much like this one.
Mm-hmm. Well, and unfortunately, the internet, you know, bad people are going to be bad people. That's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's true.
You can't get around that.
I have a crazy theory that the internet, you know how it used to be without the internet, every village had their crazy lunatic, right? The crazy, the village, and you had the common sense to keep, if you had something inappropriate or crazy that you kept hidden, you didn't tell anybody. But now the internet unites all the village idiots.
Yes.
Yes.
Because they all find each other, and they especially all found each other after 2016, and they really found each other when they had nothing better to do during the coup. Yep. That was the worst part. That's when all the psychos banded together.
And they all united for the death of some gorilla.
I know, poor Harambe.
Behemoth brings up a good point here. So, folks out in YouTube land, it's not a bad idea to get your ham radio license. It really isn't, because the internet, while they say the internet is forever, I suspect that is not in fact the case, and there will come a day when it's gone. But they can't stop ham radio.
Yep, they can't.
Huh. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Used to communicate clear across the world with a ham radio.
Yeah, my mother's leader of her church used to be. I mean, they were using a ham radio, so it wasn't exactly pen pals, but it was kind of a pen pal situation with the King of Jordan.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah, as it turns out, I don't think he's still the king. I think that king passed away, but King Hussein II or something of Jordan was an avid ham radio enthusiast.
Well, I have to tell you this. I hate to break it to you. Not all Arabs know each other, so can't tell you for sure.
What?
Who said anything about that? I was just saying. I was talking about one guy.
Yeah, well, I was afraid you were gonna be like, so Cat, you know him?
Cat, do you know
which
him?
one? No,
You know
I'm
which one he
afraid
is?
of absolutely all Arabs know each other. We just tell you that we don't know all of each other, but we actually know every
I know
single
you guys
one.
have a secret network of how you're going to bring down the United States.
I don't know why you
God
thought
damn
I
it!
would
You're
say
just
that.
supposed to be sharing my secret plans. You're actually be telling them about my secret cat army.
Hey, Chen Li, long time no see. You do need power, but you can use generator power for it. You know, it's just basic electricity. Ham radios are very basic technology when in the modern era.
yeah.
They're pretty easy to get to work. So yeah.
They're not hard at all.
Well, it's like a lot of people who build, quote unquote disaster shelters. You know, with their they got years of food storage in there. They've got everything they need. It's hardened against radiation, that kind of thing. Usually, we'll have a ham radio of some kind in there because you're going to want to be able to communicate with anybody who survives after say a cataclysm.
And they're easy to repair. Plenty of parts.
Yeah, and
And
most
they're
of those
simple.
Yeah, and most of those setups, those disaster shelters, are run on generator power. So yeah, it's really not that difficult to keep a ham radio running.
Nope.
And it's also important to learn how to do or how to jar food and can jar. Yeah, jarring food.
I got a little bit of expertise in that. With the survival tactics. Trust me, when I get my own plot of land, I'm gonna. Oh my god! I saw so there's like the only thing funny on SNL anymore is Weekend Update when the two co-hosts write each other's jokes. One guy's white, one guy's black, right? And I've seen these clips, and so the black guy wrote a joke for the white guy. Apparently, like the president of Nigeria or something, like I don't know when this was, but supposedly a real story. People thought he had died and he was replaced with a lookalike, right, from like another African country. And so I guess he resurfaced because I guess he was just like dealing with medical problem, whatever. Anyway, so the white guy's like, he's like going, thus leading to the proof that even Africans can't tell the difference between black people. I was rolling on my fucking, oh my God, I was dying. They write the most racist jokes for each other and they read them live on air. It fucking kills. Oh, it's good.
Wait, did you see this SNL one for the Mario Kart movie? Where
Yes,
like,
that was actually funny.
Yeah.
I sent it to
With
the guy
Pedro Pascal, that was actually good.
That was hilarious.
Hey, one, good to see you. Glad to see you back.
It's like, The Last of Us proves that a dark dystopian based on the video game is possible.
I would watch that Mario movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
If that was a real thing, I'd pay to go watch it.
Yeah.
It's like a little guy in a
Just
cloud
like-
lifts you off the side of the road and puts you back.
Fucking Pedro Pat. It's a me, Mario. I'm just like, well, it's actually really funny.
No, and the ending where he's like, what happens if we get knocked off the road? A little guy in a cloud lifts you back and puts you on the road again.
Yeah. Man. No, Shadow, I am not excited for Amazon's Fallout show because it's probably going to be a piece of shit.
Yep.
God, I thought they were kidding about that.
No,
too.
that's real. It's real.
It's happening.
Well, I was hoping they're kidding about the X-Files remake.
Nope.
They
I have
better
a feeling Larry's wrangling kids.
No, Larry's right here.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
Larry.
he's just been quiet.
Yeah.
No, do not. There's only one Fox Mulder, and that is David Duchovny.
No, there's
Wait.
more than one Fox Mulder. Cat.
There's only one.
I kind of want to bring up something that happened way earlier. We all witnessed that Larry fell down and you guys asked if he was okay. But when you hear me scream and I
didn't
tell
know
you
what
that
happened.
I fell down,
And we did ask if you were okay. You had your headphones off.
Yeah,
we did.
we did ask.
We could
didn't
hear
know
you.
if it-
You didn't hear
We
us.
didn't know if it was you either because I was like, was that her? I'm like, did she
We
just
couldn't
go,
hear
oh?
It was that cat's video game.
and Lohai or Kohai, he just made the sound so you can clip it.
Oh, you fucking fuck you, woman.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, that is.
Shadow says I'm introverted, but
Oh no, he's not, dude. He's not.
No,
It's,
no, he's
it's
not.
interesting how sometimes though, like people's personalities, like what being on a stream or in a conference call will do, because I'm a lot more chatty online than I am in person. Larry, on the other hand, is the other way around.
I can see that.
No,
Yeah.
I'm very much the same too. I'm very much an introvert. If you were to meet me in person, you would not believe it's the same person.
Yeah.
I'm shy, nervous, and
hey, Kat.
Oh, I gotta bring that back up again.
Did you? Wait, that's because Larry is on loan. Is on loan. She yelled at me. She yelled at me last night too.
Yeah,
she yelled at both of us.
Yeah, but I wasn't listening.
oh, someone needs to clip that and send it to the X-Line.
Because it's Ramadan, so she was hangry. She was hungry and angry. She was hangry, and man, I couldn't get a word in edgewise. I don't even know why I was getting yelled. I was like, why am I getting yelled at?
Look, Ramadan, I like to jokingly call it "Be Nice to Muslim Month." Everyone should be nice to Muslims because we're all hangry and angry and hungry. So,
women
explosive.
Women don't deal with not being fed. Most every woman will tell you that if they're hungry, you need to feed them because they're gonna fucking tear your head off.
Yes.
That reminds me, Kat, did you check our show on Thursday? I did an expose on Samuel about the rattlesnakes and how he actually hides them in his engine and not on the axle. I actually showed a photo of it.
I gotta see that then. I gotta see that. I've been watching. I'll admit, I've been watching a lot of
Warframe. You're watching a lot of Warframe.
Actually, I've been watching a lot of new stuff, and I'm getting tired of it because I'm tired of all the issues. I mean, but I'm worried about the financial situation. So I've been listening to a lot of Dan Bongino, Ben Shapiro. Yes, I like. I actually do like Dan Bongino a lot. So,
as a biological woman, yes, I can attest. Wait, how true is that what Ryan said about women and food? Yeah, Shadow, it is very true.
Yes.
It's even worse when it's that time of the month.
I was just to bring that up. It's like if there is that lady in your life and she
here we have another woman answering that question.
Yep.
Yeah.
Images.
I've ran to the store at fucking 9:45 at night to get what was it? Sea salt.
I was married, dude. I've done it too.
Sea salt chips and dark chocolate. And she ate them together.
God, that sounds amazing.
Yes, that does.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
that is very much a woman thing too.
Sweet and salty at the same time.
Yep.
Yes.
Ate it like a sandwich.
Yeah.
And if she's in a bad mood, by God, you'd better not make the obvious joke about sweet and salty.
Yeah, that if you make that joke of sweet and salty, be expected to sleep outside.
That's you get her the food she wants and you let her watch whatever show, and if she wants you to watch it with her, you sit there and shut up.
Yeah, Mexicans. But here's the thing, Shadow.
Hey,
word of advice: if you're dating a girl and that time of the month comes around for her, get her a heated blanket, run a hot shower for her, get her all the junk food that she likes, and she will be as happy as she can be.
He follows that up with you poor bastard.
Wow. Well, she was stockpiling it.
I don't blame her. I've done that. I did that at the office that I was working at. Like I had at Costco, you can buy these giant little tubes of salted caramel chocolates, and I kept one in my desk so I could just like snack on it. Because
I don't know.
Go ahead, Kat.
No, you finish. Sorry,
yeah, because chocolate has some sort of magical power over us. Mainly because it has magnesium in it, and it helps ease the pain of cramping.
It does?
Yes, but it also simulates the hormone that's produced during orgasm if you eat enough of it, which is
no wonder women look at me like I'm a snack when
There is a reason
well,
that
that's just
women
because you're
love
handsome, Larry.
chocolate, and
Yeah.
it's chemical.
I
It is
don't love
chemical.
chocolate.
I think they wanted to roast me into fudge or something.
Wait. So, okay, so you guys are proving to me just how weird I am. Because all of this stuff, these stereotypes about PMS, I never have. Never. And even chocolate, yeah, I'll eat chocolate every now and then.
The fact
but
is, Kat, is that every woman is an individual, and they're not all the same. You
I
know?
mean,
But there are certain consistencies across the majority that you can be tracked. But for the most part, yeah, everybody's going to have different reactions, different things.
That's too honorary to succumb to cramping.
I mean, look, I go to work. I'm act normal, like everything is the same.
Just be glad that you've never had to deal with endometriosis. That shit's a nightmare.
Wait, what?
It can happen during some women's periods. Basically, their uterus is trying to kill them.
Yep, that is a real feeling.
It's unbelievably painful. And of course, I don't know this from personal experience, not having uterus, but I've dated women who have had endometriosis. I'm very sure about that, Larry. You want to see it? Yeah. But I have dated women who have had severe endometriosis, and God damn, it does not look like fun.
Just run for the hills. That's all I can say.
Oh, they can't hardly breathe or move, or
Wow.
It's crippling.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I know about is what's his name, Buck Angel, the transsexual guy, was talking about how when you give women tea, it basically atrophies their uterus, and it's like hers technically became infected and it nearly killed him.
That's a different thing, but yes, it's also
Mm-hmm.
Endometriosis, I think, has to do with the cells of the uterine lining. Something's wrong with them.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, women have indoor plumbing, and it's a lot more complicated than guys.
It's a lot harder to diagnose too.
It makes things a lot more complicated for them. So women all around are more complicated creatures.
Trust me, I know. When my cat got fixed, it cost $450 instead.
Cat is a lot different than women biology, but it's okay.
They had to take all of it out of her. So
just wait till they have to take it out of an older woman, because there's times where they have to remove their uterus.
I've seen it done.
Nana Reaper, that is true on one side of that equation. Male to female cannot. Female to male cannot stop them.
And Buck Angel is still a biological woman. She still has her parts. As weird as that conversation as that is, because
from the waist down,
dude looks buff.
Yeah.
Dude's buff.
Dude's also been living like that for 35 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very, very outspoken person about all this nonsense, which is cool.
So honestly, this is gonna sound all right. Don't be mean. I don't mean to be mean, but I could tell it's a woman. His body language.
Well, the voice, but
it's not the voice. The body itself. No, I'm talking the body language and some of the things that Buck Angel says and the way he says it, even after all these years, is like you could tell it's a little nerve-wracking because it breaks the
illusion.
That thing, that edge where it's like not it's just enough, but it's not enough.
Oh, like the uncanny valley.
It's the uncanny valley, yes. Some of the things Buck Angel says, a man wouldn't say. The body language. Blair White is more female in their body language, in her attitude, than Buck Angel is male. I mean, no, he's very, very good at it. Don't get me wrong, but there are times where I go.
Buck Angel also will say, "I am a." Will say I'm a biological woman too. The person's not shy about it at all.
Yeah, no, and most people who are actually trans will say it.
Well, he's a transsexual. He's not a transgender.
Because transgender doesn't exist.
Yeah,
they're all but what I'm saying is the people who are actually genuinely have gender identity disorder, who genuinely do suffer, will admit that they are a biological this passing as that. It's these lunatic children who don't understand, who are just they were jumping on the
Not
trend,
the
and
kids. Not the kids. It's the parents' fault.
Mhm.
It's not
Yep.
the
or
kids'
the
fault.
teen. No, because I saw, I'm following this one. Really broke me this morning, and I was like, I have to, I can't talk about it. This kid who's 23, and the moment I remember seeing this kid's picture, I went, that kid is in their 30s. It's a female to male transsexual. So they're showing off because of Trans Day of Visibility. Like, this is 7 years of me on T. You started at 16
Well, I mean,
and
unfortunately,
you're 23,
their parents
and then
allowed them. They're
and
an
no, but
adult.
the worst part is they're like, we need to protect trans kids. I'm like, okay, look, you're happy. You're 1 out of 100.
Maybe.
If that, you think you're happy. Fine, you know what? 7 years. Let's go with. All right, let's give this person the benefit of the doubt. They're happy. You're sacrificing 99 other people who are going to regret it so that you could be happy. Even if I were trans, right? And looked and thought, oh, if I had transitioned as a child, I would be happy now. Would I be able to sleep with myself knowing that 99 other kids regret it? You. The vast majority of these people, yes, I admit it. Some of these people are happy, but the vast majority, you are being greedy. You think that your happiness is more important than 99 other people.
Can I address one thing about the chat real quick? So where is it? Revenge said, yeah,
Wait, apologies.
we're multi-streaming different on different channels, and also Shadow said men take punishment, suffer emotional damage, do the hard labor, content. Women, I think I'm allergic to tap water. I'm gonna have to disagree a little bit, dude. Because
We
first
have
off,
different strengths.
we have different strengths. Men are supposed to do the hard labor. That's just the way it is, kid.
Yep.
Also at the same time, if you want to compare in a sense to compare men to women are actually tougher in one sense because their bodies are actually designed to take a higher pain threshold.
Yeah.
Drastically because of childbirth, and they're the only human beings on this planet that can actually survive childbirth, because if a man lost as much blood as a woman does, we die.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm being a sexist asshole. Well, maybe be a
Maybe
logical,
don't.
maybe be a logical asshole sometime.
Or
Yeah,
well, no,
'cause-
or maybe he's being ignorant. He doesn't know biology and science and the fact that women
It's
do
both.
Look, I get the whole being being a contrarian and stuff like that, but it's an old shtick, and it gets tired quick, and you don't want to be that guy because people will get tired of you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying we're going to get tired of you. I'm talking about like audience members will get tired of you. They won't want to watch your stuff if you're always going to be a contrarian just to be an ass.
Well,
So.
here's the thing. Like the other day, when you guys were doing Merry Madness, and I put that in that chat, and then you guys had Zenny Biscuit ask what you thought of it. What I'd said was, and at the time I'd said this might get me canceled, but I'm gonna say it anyway. We're just built differently. Men are built for combat. Women are built for childbirth. Those are two very strenuous things, but they're two very different things. We are biologically built for different tasks.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know?
That's why, and if you look at women's bones, skeletal bones, our hips are wider than men
Yeah.
because we're meant to deliver a whole human out of us.
Mhm.
Yep.
We're meant to complement each other. We're not meant to replace each other. We are meant to be complementary to each other.
As a matter of fact, last night, Larry and I were having a conference call with Amira, and she had mentioned something about like not being a woman. She's just like, I always wondered kind of what it was like to have a penis, and I said to her, best thing about having one, not squeezing a kid through it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think I could handle that because I'm not built for that.
Mm-hmm. Imagine the pain of
Mm.
having that coming out of your penis.
I
Yeah.
just wish I could pee while standing because that would make life so much easier.
It does. I'm gonna be honest, it does.
It does.
That's the
Be
one thing
anywhere I
I'm
like.
so jealous. Definitely.
Yeah, I gotta go with that. It does. It's it's just biology. It's one reason that men have our muscles are different. Our bones are different. We're meant to be stronger because we have to be the ones to risk ourselves to further the species. And it's one reason that women want to find a secure individual to make sure that they can protect them in the most vulnerable time of their life, which is during pregnancy. Because I mean, women can't really protect themselves when they're pregnant. You guys are walking around with a human being inside of you, and you're just like, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
So,
just imagine carrying 10 pounds in you, not in you,
not on your back, inside of you.
No, but
yeah,
the thing,
and you have
but
to waddle
separate from
around.
you. They're not like your 10 pounds or the kid's 10 pounds. So
yeah.
Yeah,
no, but it's not just the baby. It's the fact that women, and again, people, I don't understand how people are this dumb. Women are weaker than men. Even if you don't have a baby, you know what? I don't want to live on my own without a strong man to protect me, because yeah, I'm weaker, and that's one of the things men do. We look out for each other in different ways. I make my father breakfast every morning, but on the other, so like if you're with a man, yeah, you make him food, you make him a sandwich. Why not? But you know that he's got your back as well. You have each other's back. We're meant to complement each other, and that's one of the things they're forgetting. Not to replace each other, to complement each other.
So I'm coming up on 9:30, and I have another stream I gotta get to, so I'm probably gonna have to bounce.
yeah,
and I need to reheat leftovers to have for dinner tonight.
Right, and I think we all need to get some food in us, because Larry and I have another stream on another channel we got to get to in about 2 hours. So,
shit,
hour and a half. Yeah.
Damn, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Lioness is doing a stream tonight. So
yeah, that's if she comes on.
Well, she's already got the thumbnail up. It says 9 p.m. tonight. So.
Oh, okay.
Well, then let's.
That's midnight for me. Great, thanks.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can go ahead and wrap it up here. This has been a lot of fun, and I think the multi-streaming experiment has been fairly successful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Bringing our audiences together.
On your end, what was the max number of people you saw?
When Squatch was here, we got up to simultaneously about 47.
Damn,
Ooh.
That's nice.
So, and right now we're at 27, and only 10 of those are on my channel. So that's not too bad.
That's not too shabby at all.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, one. That's me. I've been playing Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I've been wanting to play that, but I'm kind of stuck at the beginning.
Yeah. So, Beak, good to see you. Didn't realize you were here. He doesn't say much, but he's always supporting. Good dude. Good dude to have around. All right. So let's go around the horn. Start with Nomi. What do you got coming up?
On Monday I'm gonna be on a stream with Ryan talking about season 3 of Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. Thursday I will be on the Rogue Attractions. It's nostalgia, y'all. I'll be there. Friday night Royal Rumble. And a couple of things that I'll be doing personally that you'll see in a video.
We're gonna get it anytime soon, or just play April Fools again.
You'll get it soon. Don't worry.
Quit playing games with my heart, yo.
What fun isn't that?
Yeah, I know. She said this 90s nostalgic. I couldn't help it.
Tom would love to.
I hate the fact that I know the words.
Oh God.
We all do.
Tom would love to have you guys on the stream.
He's talked about having me on before. Yeah, we just haven't set anything in motion. So, because obviously they're super busy this weekend. But
I talked to him Thursday. Actually, we had a good long conversation, and the schedule he has is pretty nuts. But this Thursday, we're talking about 90s snacks.
What?
Oh, yeah, the 90s had. Do you remember Dunkaroos?
Yep.
They still have them. But yeah, like man, that was just graham crackers and frosting.
Laffy Taffy.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, all the stuff. Man,
Like,
remember
just the
High
little
Seas
one.
Ecto Cooler?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
That was good.
No.
Fruit by the foot.
The atomic fireballs.
Do you guys remember?
Ooh.
It was kind of a southwestern thing called. It was called Cactus Cooler.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of my favorite
they
drinks.
were
It was
so
great.
good.
No,
I
that was
loved
good.
those as a kid.
You had to go to specific places for those, but yeah, I remember 'em.
Yeah, my parents used to buy them for me as a kid because they were mostly like fruit juice and stuff. They weren't really. Yeah, they were so good.
Cactus Cooler and Big Red. and Delaware
Ooh,
Punch.
Big Red.
Yep.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Sorry, I talked about snacks. By the way, Larry, before I send it off to someone else, there's a grocery store in Texas called HEB, which I'm sure you know about it, but they make a Big Red cake.
Wow.
Mm.
And it's pretty dang delicious, and it does taste like Big Red.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Yes. All right. Well, that's what I'll be doing this week, and I pass it on to Ryan.
So yes, I'll be on Vets Talking later on tonight. That's on you dropped it. How does he say it? Yeah, drop the T. Anyway, yeah, Vets Talking, but no T. So and with Soldier Spirit, a lot of the guys from the Legion of Memers, we're gonna have a good time. We get a little wild, talk a lot of shit. And then of course Monday night we're gonna be going over Game of Thrones season 3, episode number 1. Nomi will be there. Shadow will be there. JV. Hopefully we get Tyler the Redbeard to stop by. It's been a couple weeks since he's been on. Lily 300 Mirrors, and maybe Mr. Grant Gregory from the Legion of Memers. He'll stop by again. So, but yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, should be pretty good. Larry, what do you got?
Well, if I'm not a daddy twice over by next Thursday, you guys can catch me on Abyssal Musings with my co-host Samiel the Infamous.
See how that works? I get him to show for me.
Awesome.
So, but yeah, no, it's Thursday nights are generally a lot of fun. They're a different format than this. This is less formal. we'll go with that. Kat, what do you got?
Me? All right. Tomorrow I'll be playing probably Warframe with, if she's available, it would be awesome. Muggsykins. She's trying to get me to do Fashion Frame and Warframe, which, yeah, you might want to all pray for her and her patience and hope she has a lot of coffee, or I might not survive it because I have no sense of fashion at all in real life, let alone in video games. But we'll be playing Warframe. Warframe is free. It's easy to download. It's on PC, Xbox, PlayStation, or Switch. If you're interested, I could, just contact me at Gamer Hijabi on Twitter or Shadow of Hawk on Twitter, and we could get you an invite in the Discord. But so we'll definitely be playing Warframe tomorrow. I will be in an irritable, hangry mood because I will be fasting tomorrow. Then on Thursday, it's me and Shadow and whoever is masochistic enough to join us for Merry Madness. Me and Shadow are like identical. Just put us into a room. Dear God, I'm afraid if I ever met him in person, we'd probably start punching each other.
Oh, one of you would. Two people enter, one person leaves. That kind of
yeah.
thing.
I like that.
It's not gonna be Shadow.
That's because she's gonna go right for the balls.
I probably would. So yeah. So we will be live streaming on Thursday. Then there's Royal Rumble on Friday. I will be trying to live stream more during the week. Last week I did live stream an extra day on Wednesday because I'm playing so many goddamn freaking video games and I need to finish one of them.
Stop playing Warframe.
Yep.
No, Warframe's awesome.
Stop playing Destiny.
Yeah, but Warframe's one of those things that doesn't really end, though, right?
Yeah,
then you're gonna need to. Yeah.
The funny thing is, like I said, I bought Lightfall 3 weeks ago, and I still haven't started the campaign. I spent $100 on Lightfall, and I still haven't played a single moment of Destiny 2, which is crazy. I have to play it, but. So yeah, then next Saturday I'll be back here. They said Ramadan ends April 21st, which is and I'm gonna look into getting that ham radio license. If any of you guys.
Tell you what, Primal One, I am not 100% certain myself. I've known ham radio operators. I am not one myself, so I will look into that as well, and we will try and get you the information on it. But right now, I don't really have an answer for you. So I don't know. You're probably in the same boat we are. Just do some research. I'm sure there's not a lot to it besides figuring out.
Wait, Larry, are you okay?
Yeah.
You sound like you
sound out of breath.
Yeah, you sounded out of breath.
Oh yeah, no, I had to take my son upstairs and put him to bed, so I ran up the stairs, and my son's heavy, dude.
Maybe a little more running on a daily basis, Larry. I was
Larry,
a little worried for a second.
You gonna join us for Warframe tomorrow?
Yeah, right.
If I'm back in time, yeah, I'd like to. I actually still haven't even started yet.
Sweet.
Neither have I.
All right. Well, that said, enough about Warframe. Moving on. My name's Samiel the Infamous. You can find me on the channel Samiel the Infamous, which I am saying now because I realize we are broadcasting to 2 other channels concurrently at the moment. This is the big show on Saturdays, Screaming into the Void. We do another show, Laurence Knight and myself, on Thursdays called Abyssal Musings. I do occasional gaming streams. Right now, I'm working my way through high rank on Monster Hunter Rise, trying to get ready for when Sunbreak drops on PlayStation. And later tonight, you can catch us on the channel Lioness Exiled, which is a much more politically bent show. So if that's not your thing, no worries. But if you're interested, yeah, check us out. With Amira, the Exiled Lioness, it's her channel, her show. That said, anybody else got anything they want to say or plug before we head out?
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Well, in that case, have a great night, everybody, and remember, it could always be raining flaming cobras.
Save the world.